It's your girl, I am Latoya B. And welcome to our podcast. I'm just saying. If something was to happen to your phone and it got exposed, would you rather your text messages be exposed or your pictures be exposed?
Ask people, have they ever had a one-night stand? Have you ever had a one-night stand?
Yeah, everybody has had a one-night stand.
Everybody has not.
Our podcast is going to be raw, uncut, and unfiltered, so viewer discretion is advised. So go ahead, put them kids to bed and hide your side pieces. If you need to, hide them sugar daddies.
Alright, so look, the views and opinions expressed on, I'm just saying, by the host or hosts do not necessarily state or reflect those of the channel. Furthermore, the views and the opinions on topics and segments by the host or hosts are those of their own.
Hey y'all, hey. And welcome to another episode of I'm just saying. We are powered by I Am Corte Entertainment. I'm your girl, Latoya B.
And I'll be naked.
Mia F. Baby.
And on today's show, as y'all can see, we have the main man in the building, Corey SB.
Hey.
Giddy!
Corey was like, do I chime in on the little ride?
Yeah, I didn't listen. I was confused as shit because I didn't know if I was hoping the fourth person to come in like, but you don't just premature. I didn't know. Nobody told me that. I didn't want to be like, I am your main man. You're like, no, we didn't introduce you yet. Shut up. Shut it up. Don't say shit. Wait till we say something.
So as y'all can see, we do have a special guest up in the building. We will be putting him in the hot seat later in the show. But as always, we're going to get into some good conversations. We're going to entertain you, and we got to hit on a hot topic. But before we do, let me check in on my co-host and our special guest and see how everybody been holding up. So what's up? How y'all feeling? Y'all good?
Man, we start with Corey, man. How you doing, man?
Man, I feel like brand new money. You know what I'm saying? Because if it get too hot, I may be naked. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you did there. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm on fire. I'm starting early.
Okay.
Shots fired.
Corey, brand new money is very stiff and crisp. You know what I'm saying? So you feeling stiff or something? Like,
yeah, anytime you go into unfamiliar territory, you're a little stiff at first. But after you take you a little shit, you be all right because you loosen up and everything comes on out.
It's a little dookie.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Put the nuts on the car and let the car go. All right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Mia, how you feeling, sis?
I'm good. You know, I'm bouncing back because I was outside last weekend. I threw it in a circle. Y'all saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was at the pool party. I was that thing was stinging. I was dragging that wagon all weekend long.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
They gonna do my sis like this. Sis, you was cute. You was cute, sis. You were cute. Okay.
I was outside. You know what? And you know, I will say I was super insecure because I was like, I'm finna go in here looking like a big back. I asked, how do I unbig my back in 8 hours? Nobody gave me any advice. So I went out there back fat and all, and I had the time of my life.
And you was cute because sis, little booties matter, and you was
That's what matters right there.
And I'm running it back this weekend. So I might pull up at the premiere in another bathing suit because I felt so good. You know what I'm saying? I might.
Okay. Is that the theme? Like, the theme
I might
is
come up there and be
swimsuit?
sis.
Don't
okay,
do
just like your shirt say.
Now it was funny when Corey did it. How come it wasn't funny?
You gotta come up with your own stuff. It don't work like that. You don't get to use the shit over and over. You know what I mean? Because after if I come behind B Naked's comedy set say some shit he said, everybody was like, what? Because that's what everybody just did to you. Everybody said,
Yeah.
wait, stop, listen, look at her. Okay, go ahead and say it again.
I might be naked.
See how quiet it got?
Start
They
charging.
laughing at home. Just whatever. They whack. Anyway.
That's what's
There
up,
you go.
sis. Seriously, that's what's up, though. I'm glad you had a good time and shake your little tail feather and hey, enjoyed yourself. That's what's up. What about you, B? What was
I was on
Ooh,
set
I was
all
here.
weekend, man. I had fun. Shout out to shout out to Benet, man, and AD over there, man. Ruthless and Tony, man.
okay?
Yeah,
What did I not listen to joke?
Yeah,
I'm
me
sorry.
too.
got a little surprise for y'all with this one, you know. So yeah, I'm excited, man. We got some good shots here. What's
What I
up,
want to
Corey?
hear about.
Oh, so I take it you and Corey is on the same project.
What's up?
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like I know what Corey laughing at.
where am I going?
The car situation.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
Inside jokes.
Can I tell it? Can I tell it?
Yeah. All right.
Listen,
Go ahead. Go
so
ahead.
without giving
Man.
away the movie in this situation, so there's a scene where Brandon, I, and another individual are in the car, right? And so in this particular scene, our situation is Brandon and I are kind of like setting the guy up. And in the midst, when I tell Brandon to go look and make sure we clear, he leaves the car. So in the midst of it, I go to do something to this individual, which Brandon is to come back and grab him out the car, and then we're going to go after him, right?
Uh-huh.
So we do it at the same time. Brandon grabs the individual.
We've done this.
We practice it. It's everything. We're here. We're like, you ready? Now, mind you, we smoking too. Right? We're smoking. I don't smoke, so I'm high as shit at this point. Right? I'm
Oh,
just
you
two
was
puffs. It was like, what's that stuff called? A, B, C, D, E, F, G? What's this shit called?
CBD.
Gotcha. That right there. So after two puffs, I was high as shit. Like when he handed it back to me, I was like, nigga, I'm really high. Like we got to do this scene. So like the third time we done it, they go out the car, and I'm to get out the driver's side and come around. Well, I'm looking for the cameras, and when I see the cameras, I lose them. I said, where at? All I heard was, we failed. Listen, but
Nah.
he looked at the director like, you want us to keep going?
Yo, I honestly gave up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this ain't the shot, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know time, money, but we're gonna have to do this again. Nigga, we failed. You
Y'all
know
failed.
like we
hit
tumbled.
the ground.
We
all I heard was, goddamn, we failed. He said, then you see him coming up, he said, y'all want to keep going?
So look, everybody else, literally, even the person that failed with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to keep going. And I know that too. But to me, in my mind, this is too big of a fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now, mind you, people are supposed to be at this point running down toward us. So nobody can find them. They were on us. Everybody's like, where the fuck they go? Because I was standing up and said, where they at? I just heard, oh shit, we failed. You want us to keep going?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No. So with that being said, it brings me into my weekend.
Oh,
B, why you was over there falling, B, I had a fall or two of my own, okay?
You hurt yourself.
I did.
It's
Can I tell it? Like, what? Y'all know where I was at. Like,
I mean, do you know?
From their vehicle.
Do you know?
I never seen nobody run from their vehicle. That's new on me. They had to push her in there and make the vehicle take off just so she wouldn't jump back out.
Not too much. But so what happened? Be focused.
I'm listening.
What had happened was I attended the same pool party that Corey and Mia was at. Had a really good time. It was a dope vibe. Wish you could have been there. We had a great time. And towards the end of the night, you know what I'm saying? Trip fell, and you know I'm high yellow. I got this real pretty bruise on my leg. It's real pretty, and yeah. Uh, and with
Is
all of that
this
being said, I got mad about the situation because I was embarrassed. So when I came home, thank God, I made it home.
uh
We detoured, my shout out to K Mister for making sure
Detour my ass. Y'all was on y'all way to Tyler.
that his
They was gone.
shout out to K Mister for making sure that I got home safely, even though we detoured and then we made it to the house. Then I got mad and I blocked everybody. I was so embarrassed.
Everybody.
I blocked everybody,
cause you fail.
because I failed and I didn't want nobody,
And drove the
laughing
wrong
at
way.
me. Yeah,
It was
all of that.
hey, B, it wasn't even that. It was how she woke up the next day in the group chat and said, "What took me so long to get home? What's going on?" Like what?
No. That ain't even it. The fact that yesterday she said, sis, I just unblocked you. I said, why was I blocked?
No, seriously. So I'm sitting there, me and Cortez and another friend of ours, and Mia, she responds in our group message. And I didn't see her message. So I said, Cortez, that was somebody else that responded. Why did you respond to Mia? Mia didn't comment. That was C. Renee. He said, Mia did respond. He showed me his phone. I said, y'all must be in another group chat because I don't see her message. So I went to her name and I still had my good sis Mia blocked. But I unblocked everybody. I love everybody. And, can't wait to see everybody. So yeah,
Damn.
Why,
fun.
Wait, what
why
took us
we're
so long
still
to get
talking
home?
about the week?
Huh?
Huh?
Because our good boy is a superstar and he interviewed another superstar. Like, that's what I want to hear about.
And he
Yeah.
I know
did.
we're gonna watch it tomorrow, but how did you feel interviewing a superstar?
Honestly, at first, like the first 10 minutes was like kind of heart racing or whatever. But then as we started talking, like I kind of forgot that he was this NFL superstar because he was just so down to earth and real cool,
Oh,
good vibe, good energy. We were supposed to do an hour and 30, but once we got to it, I was like, we finna start wrapping it up. He was like, that's it? Like, you done? I was like, I said, nah, we just trying to respect your time. He was like, man, nah, brother, I'm here. I'm enjoying my time. Let's go. So we did 2 hours. So, it was cool. And even after that, we shot the shit, you know what I'm saying, for a little bit after that. But nah, it was cool, man. It made it feel like we not far from, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
he's there.
we there, you know what I'm saying? It's just I
And
don't
what's
know,
his
man.
name again, B? Who did you interview?
Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper. Okay. All right. Okay.
I mean, you can slide him. I mean, he a little too young for me, but I got a niece. I need
You
I
know
need him in
what?
a cam. He ain't
Mm-mm.
gotta be with me. I got a niece.
Uh-uh.
Slide him
So,
my niece's number. I
he
will talk.
he's
no,
he's in a relationship. I can't remember if he was married or not, but they've been together since college.
Listen.
So
What I tell you, we don't break up happy homes, but we
yeah,
will tear up apartments.
he ain't got them.
listen.
Yeah.
And on that note, family, we want to welcome y'all in. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on tonight's show. We have several things lined up. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into our first segment by my girl Mia, Daily Dilemma.
So y'all see this shirt I got on? It say y'all need Jesus. With that being said, Sunday I went to church. That was the first time I've been to church in a long while.
Okay.
Much needed. I even went up for prayer. I'm snotting, crying, like, take me to the king. And he talked about shame, which was very, very, very good on what we dealt with. We all dealt with a little shame and how to overcome it. But as I was leaving out, I listened, and right here in Frisco, up north, the mega church The megachurch pastor, his name is Tony Camardo. He's the pastor of Stonebriar First Community Church. He was just fired at this church as the pastor. Now, they being real hush hush. They said that he did a sin that he got to get forgiven for, but it's bad enough for him to get fired from the church. They also say they tell the people don't they say he's deeply remorseful for his sin, but his sin disqualifies him from serving on our staff as a pastor.
Says
They
who?
put out a big letter. They also said in this, they said continue to pray for him, but do not let the devil entice y'all to talk to the press. So I don't know what he did, because they just said don't let the devil speak on badly on our church and talk about what he did. So if anybody go to Stonebriar Church in Frisco, they have 11,000 members at this church. It's a mega church. He's a millionaire, and he just got fired, but they're keeping a closed lip on what he did.
He a member or he the pastor,
He's the
of the
pastor.
church? Okay.
He's the pastor.
So he run it.
I kind of missed the dilemma. So he's a pastor. He stepped down.
So my dilemma is, as a pastor and a man, are you held to this? I mean, I know if you do a job anywhere, if you do a bad job, you get fired. But what can you do? What do you feel like you can do to get fired as a pastor of a church? And they keeping it on hush hush. In my mind, he did some stuff that make him go to jail.
No, y'all know what that is. That man was screwing.
Just like cheating is not
no. I understand this. Yes, it is, because the thing that comes out, and I hate this because I think it's an unfair assessment that we'll go hang out in the clubs and then hold a person liable. Right. But I understand that they're in leaderships, and the only reason because of that is because they hold people's souls. They can make and break people getting into hell or heaven. So they're held to a higher standard. What I'm saying by yes, they can. That's what the leader of the flock is. And what I'm saying by that is, the fact is, just like Tony Evans' situation, it just comes down, they done screw somebody, and whoever that woman is talking out loud. And so they're trying to get ahead of it by just doing it where they can keep it all on the hush hush. When it comes, because like this, if it was something illegal, we know, because at the point that it becomes a legal situation, it's going to hit the air from somewhere. Somebody's going to leak it. Somebody's going to leak it for the money.
No, not always.
Huh?
Look at all those priests to get away with doing stuff. The mega priests.
You talking about getting away? I said getting out there, leaking it. I'm talking about the information. I got the information. I tell Toya about it. I go to the church. So Toya, you do it since you don't go to the church. We're gonna get this money. Right? But what I'm saying, when you see pastors that come out and say there's nothing, when it's something where it's just invoked from a situation where they're stepping down, it's because they done got temptation and got to them. They done slept with somebody, and whoever it is about to talk. And they're just trying to get ahead of it.
Money from the church.
Okay, so Corey, are you saying that he shouldn't step down?
The human in me says no, because I feel like this. That man is subjected to, Jesus came down as all God and all man. He was subjected to the same temptations which he had to go through. And I'm saying, if Jesus struggled and told God at some point, I no longer want this cup, pass it to somebody else, and God turned his back onto Jesus, and Jesus still had to go to it, what do you think a mere mortal man is going to do when he's seeing beautiful women who are coming to his church all the time? Now, as a man of God, he has to step down, because he has
the blood on his hands.
He has the blood on his hand for the people that are coming up under his congregation. So that's that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what he did, but I get what you're saying, because we fall short. I get what you're saying, Corey, because we fall short every day. And then whenever the man of God does it, it's like we hold him, but we are supposed to hold him to a higher standard, because he is able to hinder the flock, right? And so, unfortunately, people don't go to church with blindfolds on, because we say it so loosely. Don't pay attention to the messenger, pay attention to the message, right? But we don't go to church with blindfolds on. So for people who know what he has done, he can hinder them, because now it's like, how you going to encourage me and tell me But
Yeah.
I feel like who better to tell you than a person who done been through something? The
Yeah.
person who's without, wrinkle or flaw, you can
As
I
the
can
first
relate
time.
to you.
Yeah.
Feel me? But as a whole, I can get him stepping down. But I really feel like it's really not nothing to, debate about, because like sit down and go get it together. And then when, getting back up, in the word it says it's 7 times harder. So I don't even know if him getting back up is going to be received as well. Like, quit playing.
Yeah. I agree
What
with
about
you.
you, B? What you think? Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Okay, let's go ahead and check in on the family real quick, because they have some things they wanted to say. Aaron says he cheated, probably. DeMarcus says he did some gay shit. Kagan says, I wish we could fire Jerry Jones like that. Aaron says he either cheated or he's gay. White, welcome to the show, says, yep, I agree. Dorian says snoring coke out of the collection plate.
Oh.
Okay. DeMarcus says, I
Oh
know
God.
some preachers that be in the pulpit and swing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
White says, or it could be a minor.
A minor. That's what it was. A minor.
Okay.
But
They not like
Uh,
us.
Kagan says, bro must be moving work out of the back of the church. He also says it's deeper than cheating,
Yeah.
bootlegging the communion wine. So whatever he did, he wanted to get in front of it clearly. So he
Right.
stepped down, and let the man step down. If he feel like,
Well, he didn't. He was fired. Number one, he wasn't. He didn't step down. He was fired.
oh,
Is it a Baptist church?
I don't know.
If it's a Baptist church, then he could be voted
Yeah.
because he
Well,
doesn't.
I feel like
He doesn't
regardless,
run it.
now every church is a business.
No. But understand, there's a different allegiance. When if it's a Baptist church, then he doesn't. He can be voted in and out by the committee.
By
There's
the,
a union that goes. You know what I'm
right.
saying? The deacons really run the church. The
Right.
deacons in a Baptist church.
what kind of car you drive?
That's gonna determine it right there.
What his house look like?
Oh, he's a millionaire, but at the same time, too, like you said, this is a job, and with any job, even though he
No.
gets a paycheck, he ain't got no other job. He gets a
No.
paycheck, and if you ain't doing your job at McDonald's, you get fired. If you ain't doing your job at Burger King, you get fired. If you ain't doing your job at the church, going to see the sick and shut in,
right. But I
whatever
don't
you
think
need to
anybody's
do.
debating that, though. If he got fired for whatever reason that was like a hindrance or whatever, what is your argument with that? Do you feel
Well,
like
no, because the reason, because Corey was like, the man says that, him as a man, he shouldn't get fired. Regardless, it ain't even about him being a pastor. Like, if you're not, even if he didn't do anything
I spoke to him if he's
like
cheating.
egregious.
If he just, I mean, not cheating, but if he just slept with a woman in the church as a man,
Yeah, you can't
like,
fire me.
I'm saying, but as a Christian, then I have to honor what the laws are, the laws
Right.
of the land, and he has to step down as a man of
but,
God.
but you know what? I don't know what he did, but regardless, if you a true believer, I'm not saying he should stand up there and continue to lead that church, but did they just fire him and X him out because he sinned? They didn't. I wonder if they tried to.
They said the sin was too bad for him to come
Right.
back from.
But
But
then,
I'm wondering.
so
That's why I
that,
don't think
yeah,
it's on no
right?
cheating type stuff.
But see, that says us, though, right? Because we put stipulations on sin. If you really want to be a believer and go by the word, there's no sin too big, too large, too whatever. So they should have said, he sat down, and then
so
they
who are
love.
y'all?
Yeah,
Huh?
because remember, we had the same thing from Tony Evans. He said, he tried to get in front of his. And obviously the way he broke it down, it was because he slept with somebody he wasn't married to, and he didn't say he cheated. He just stepped outside to temptation. He says it's a comfort to temptation. So he got some.
Oh, that's what Tony. I didn't know what Tony Evans did, but I know, like, I was just watching this show where this pastor of a church, the deacon was his uncle. Like you said, it was a Baptist church. It was a big church in Houston, in Fifth Ward, and it was a church in Houston. The deacon was his uncle, and that's how he became pastor. And he ended up trying to kill his wife. Well, he ended up killing his wife for the life insurance money.
Okay, but let me ask y'all this real quick before we jump to our first commercial. if y'all happen to be a member at his church or any pastor's church and they end up getting fired or they step down and you just heard through, heard little rumors, would you still be a member of that church or would
Of
that
course.
affect your membership? Like, what would y'all do?
No, of course. Unless it,
Yeah, I
yeah,
wouldn't. Yeah.
if the church doesn't reflect what he's done,
Right.
then I'm going to still be a body of the church, right?
Mm.
If he steps down and removes himself, then I can still be a body if the church reflects progression but accountability for what he's done. Then that means I can reside there.
Hey, real quick, I hope somebody from my church is watching. I went to a church that I grew up with. I grew up in. I got baptized, everything. You know what I'm saying? That church has been through pastors. We had some good pastors. We had one that went to jail for stealing money. You know, he had a Range Rover. He had a nice shit, all that shit. We had a pastor step down because he was married and was sleeping with somebody's wife, you know what I'm saying, the congregation. And then, but like I said, I've seen some good ones too. So I've been at a church where I've seen different, people either get fired or step down or, put away.
See,
Uh,
I've never been to that. I've never experienced that. Real quick, before we go in, would you ever? I know y'all. I don't know how y'all feel about women pastors, but would you ever be married to a pastor, Toya, or if y'all had, women pastors, you're not married, B, you are married, Corey. What if she kind of said, "Hey, I need to be a pastor"? How would y'all feel about being at the head of a church?
Nah, man.
Like my wife
No,
or
listen,
me.
don't. I'm just playing, Lord. But I'm just saying, like, come on, man. Like my wife being a pastor, like I feel like we're gonna,
Well,
the
everybody sins.
right. And so, like you just said, she gonna get voted down because we out
Oh,
here.
she gonna get voted down for her sin.
Yeah, because man, I just feel like I just can't be in the front. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see me doing it. I got a special relationship with him, but I just don't. I don't see me up there with the suit and tie and the napkin and
And
you know what I'm saying. I'm what they
That
call
would
the
be-
first husband because if I'm the pastor, she would be the first wife,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'll be the first husband.
yeah.
Nah, man. Nah, not me.
if
What
I
about you, Toya?
if I was the minister of a church, is he
Oh,
would
what you-
we would definitely be equally yoked because that that is too much. That mantle is too heavy to hold for me. So I don't think God will ever call me to that.
no,
Um,
or if your husband was the pastor, or you met a guy that is a pastor, would you date a pastor or marry
um,
a pastor?
I would. It it wouldn't be my favorite, but if he was somebody that I wholeheartedly feel like God put in my life, then hey, my belief in God, I'm going to. But first ladies have that. It's heavy because you got to intercede for people all the time. You got to. It's just a lot to carry, and I don't. My shoulders aren't that strong, so maybe God sees something that I don't. But right now, it would be it. Nah, I wouldn't want that for me because it's a lot, and I don't want to. At that level, it's like there's no playing. You right there by the golden gates. Like, quit playing.
Yeah, yeah,
I wouldn't want
yeah.
that
Nah.
for me. It's a lot of pressure, but if
Right.
he's the person that God has for me and that's what he do, then we just gonna lock arms and line up and I'm gonna just have to clean up those areas that I'm still working on right now. Period.
Okay, Corey.
For me, yeah, I wouldn't encourage it because people are too stingy. A lot of folks don't even pay the pastor, and my whole thing is you if your family member died at 3 o'clock in the morning, you calling the house expecting the pastor to be there. But if I gotta be at work at 5 a.m., I'm not gonna come up there and pray for nobody that's already gone. Like whatever it is they done did is a done deal anyway. So I just feel like there's more responsibility of pressure and scrutiny and target placed on people of calling and people of the cloth that they're giving grace for. You know what I'm saying? And again, I can go to the club and have sex with a woman the night before and come into church and say thank you God, and the first minute we heard he was at a stripper was at his hotel we like, yeah, you gotta go, bro. And me and him mess with the same stripper.
But the roles reverse. If your wife was a pastor, and you
would you
be
stand
the
beside
first
her?
man?
I wouldn't date a woman. I wouldn't date a woman, Pastor.
Okay.
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's
Okay.
too much, man.
But,
Okay, and on that note, you know, because I talking about this is good talk though, seriously, because this is all that matters in real life.
Mhm.
But I don't want to slip up and say something that we shouldn't. So we're gonna lighten the load. We're gonna go ahead and run to a commercial. And you guys stay tuned. We are just getting started. We'll be back for some more of, I mean, I'm just saying.
What's going on?
Me and my husband were great, actually really great and in sync with each other.
Why the fuck are you texting me this time of night? I'm with my wife.
Well, he's kind of like a sex addict, and it's hard for me to keep up.
Spice it up a little bit, you know? Maybe add another woman into the mix.
No. Hey, you know what, man? Something ain't right with that, dog.
Looks like Kamora's coming back again. You know what? I wonder what's going on with her and her husband.
We're not gonna do that to our clients, okay?
I'm the assistant that referred you and your wife to another doctor so y'all could get some help.
Don't try to act like you care now, Thomas.
Ariel, I've always cared. You just don't know how to let stuff go.
Do you know how many sacrifices I've made for you and I to be together?
I know, Ariel. But what about you? What about what you've done?
I haven't done anything but be a damn good wife to you.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna go talk to him and get that closure.
This motherfucker needs a reality check. Is the plan gonna work?
Where did we fail?
Are you sure about him?
Yes, very sure.
Oh yes, we're married. Oh yes, we are. And I'm here to tell you, it brings some scars.
Welcome back and welcome back. I want to give a real quick shout out to I Am Cortez for that dope trailer, But I'm Married. Yes. And I am super excited. As you guys know, this is what we are calling the But I'm Married week. Okay. It's starring your girl, me, as well as me as a part of that dope production, and our main man, Corey. Yeah. So I'm super excited for you guys to see that. You're going to actually see Corey in a different character. Like, it was so refreshing to see this man do what he do and eat up yet another character. So if you have not got your ticket, you still have a little bit of time to get it, because I tell you what, it sold out on Monday and he opened up more seats, and we are down to just, I think, a little under 30 seats last I checked. So you still, I'm sorry?
I said 20, 24, I think.
24 tickets. Okay. So you do not want to miss this dope production, But I'm Married movie.eventbrite.com. And that is $20 with tax. You can come and celebrate with us, turn up with us, and just, you know, love on us. The after party will be at Eco Lounge, and there's the address listed there. There is no cover, so there's no excuses why you can't follow us afterwards to the after party and turn up. Okay. Because this is a dope cast and we're all super excited. By the way, because you know y'all don't read, there is a theme in place. Okay, it's called Smart Casual. The color scheme is red, orange, or yellow. Okay, so there you have it. All right, now with all of that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into our next segment of the night. Who is it? Girls, look at me.
What? Oh, what we doing?
Yes, it is. Who is it? All right. Real simple. Who is it? Who am I? Same thing. Same thing. All right. So y'all have seen us play this game before. We need y'all's participation, family. Okay. So it's going to be myself, B, or Mia, as well as Corey or either Corte. All right. So we have several that we're gonna just jump in. And yeah. Y'all ready? Corey, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, let's do this. Here we go. My co-host Corey is very competitive, so I got to keep score because they definitely want to know who know it.
I don't won all these games. Like
I know you lying.
It's debatable.
Majority of the games.
You a fat face unlie. Let me keep score. BB.
All right. Okay. So Corte, we ready for the first one? I know all the line dances.
Do I say it out loud?
Yes. Yeah. Who do you think, Corey? It's Mia.
That's Mia.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go with you, Corey, because every function event you've been at, you really think you can dance, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just a bat. Okay, go ahead.
You know, I'm going with Corey. B, who you got?
Yeah, that was a good guess right there. Cause that nigga do me.
That nigga do the same little two-step. The same little.
He be doing his moves. You know what I'm saying?
He do that Cisco. Remember that leg? How Cisco used to cock his leg? That's his thing.
Whoa. We still talking about dancing here. Why is everybody in the chat saying? Everybody in the chat saying Corey.
Corey. Because Corey be like, So who you rolling with, B? Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Mia, man.
Mia, okay. Mia, who you going with?
I'm gonna go with my family. My family say Corey. I'm gonna say Corey too.
Okay, Corey, say what you think.
I'm gonna say that's gonna be yeah, I'm gonna say Corey.
Corey. Okay. All right. And our family said
I know Be Naked can't dance.
Okay. So if you know all the line dances, reveal yourself. First of all, I do.
And you don't. That's a lie.
Man,
Don't sleep on the girl. I know all the line dances.
Toya is lying.
What?
Toya, I just showed you how to do the line dance.
No, baby, you ain't showed me nothing. I know all the line dances.
In her world, she knows that.
Toya actually do know all of them.
All of them.
Toya, you may know them.
You just not coordinate them. Yeah, she just not coordinated to make them happen.
You know,
right, I was about to say you
know how to go, but she don't know how to do them.
Watch this weekend, and I got rhythm and stuff. Quit playing. Y'all better quit sleeping on me because I promise you I know all the line dances. Next. Okay, Corte. I'm 50% blind in my left eye.
B.
Don't, because I got a lazy eye. Don't do that. Don't.
I'm going to be naked.
Who the oldest? First of all, who's the fucking oldest out here? That's where I'm going.
You going with me?
I'm gonna go with the oldest. Toya, if you the oldest,
I'm the oldest.
Why the fuck y'all think I'm blind? What the fuck is going on?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm going Mia because she only turns to the right with everything she do.
I'm going with me. What?
I got Mia too.
First of all, when I smile, my eye just get little. It ain't. I just smile like.
Wow.
I ain't gonna forget who did it on that side? Let me turn to the right and find him. Who was it?
Okay. All right. So Corey, you going with Mia? Final answer.
I'm going with Mia.
B, you going with
you?
Me.
I'm going with Toya.
Mia, you going with
Be Naked.
And Corte, who you got?
Mia.
Okay, and with that being said, I'm 50% blind in my left eye.
Oh shit!
She froze the internet up.
I think I'm gonna be like Ray Charles one day. I don't know.
You was here. I knew it.
Look, I can see.
Let me get myself a point.
I can see when I do this. I can see like the figure. You know what I'm saying? I can't see like. I don't know, man. It should be looking digital, bro.
I got 2015 vision. I can see through walls. Now
I don't know.
Real blind, but I got.
I not.
That glaucoma.
I don't like how y'all just said my name at first like that.
No, they did. They did.
Jump to conclusions, like
I'm gonna be honest. I always say it because sometimes I see him catch me doing this. Like what?
I be square.
But
What he do?
I'm like, he trying to focus.
What did he doing? You had
What?
put that good eye on. That's how big on his
I see he's slick.
that good eye on you.
Damn.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. B is halfway blind. Got it. Learn something new.
Mia got the point. I wrote it down.
My biggest. Oh wait. Oh, big East. What? Sorry, producer. Sorry. I promise you, he finna fix it because we don't.
Good eye. Direct discussion.
Yeah. So it says my biggest crush is Sierra.
Oh, Cortez. No, yes.
Cortez. I'm going Cortez.
You going with Cortez, Corey?
I'm going Cortez.
My biggest crush is Sierra. Both of y'all going with Cortez. Family, who do y'all think? The biggest
I
crush
know it
is
ain't B because he be like him ratchet.
I'm going with
If
Corey.
it would have been Sexy Red or a.
Fuck no, Mia, you do not know me.
With that being said, I'm going with B.
No, you know what? It's Corey. It's Corey. Because Corey like a girl that can dance. Because Corey, I can see him like in the rain with her.
Sierra, like,
Don't touch.
Yeah.
Corey,
Mike,
my goodies.
Sincere said it's be naked. Sincere said it's be naked.
Corey.
Miranda say be naked.
Corey, I'm going with Corey.
Hey,
I'm going Cortez.
Whoa. Kagan said Mia. Wait, what did he say?
Hagen said Mia. Okay. Okay.
Corey.
All right. Ricky said Corey. I don't know if that was for this one or not. Okay. All right. My biggest crush is Sierra.
Who the man? Who the man? Who the man? That's my point. Listen, I know
what?
stuff. Listen,
You know
I know
what?
stuff.
It was Cortez.
Okay.
What?
I know stuff. You see this face? This the face that knows stuff.
Listen,
meeting
Cortez's biggest
after.
crush is Sierra or either Fantasia.
We talking about it's a meeting after.
How?
Yeah.
Baby, let me tell you
Because
something.
I just knew he was like, oh.
I thought that baby heavy.
He was probably hopping up on the car and everything. Cortez, I knew it.
Okay.
Nah.
All right. Next. Here we go.
We gotta go into detail on that.
I'm
one, too.
shy when put on the spot.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Cortez because he don't like to talk a lot, and so, you know, if he's put on the heat, yeah, that's Cortez.
Right.
Yeah, he don't.
Yeah, background. You got to go there.
I'm
Bro,
Toya.
you said me?
I'm going with Toya.
Oh, they saying Toya. They saying
Y'all
Toya.
think I'm shy?
I think when you like when you first get around people.
What? I never meet a stranger. Y'all better quit.
No, because I say Toya because Toya is a perfectionist, and if she put on the spot, she ain't got time.
There you go.
That's a good point.
She ain't got time.
Wow, wait,
That's a good one, Mia.
That's a good one. That's a good point. That's a
Me?
good point.
He is never shy.
Okay. So final answer. Final answer.
I said,
Yeah.
I don't know why y'all. It's crazy.
Mia, final answer.
Oh, my fault.
Oh, it's you, Toya.
Okay, B, you say me?
Yeah.
Cortez or Toy.
Okay.
No,
I'd say I'm gonna have to agree with me on that. That's a dope assessment of you.
Dang,
Yeah.
Okay.
you shouldn't even say nothing.
Okay. And Cortez, who you going with?
You.
Okay, and the family is kind of mixed. They're saying me and you, B.
Right. Like, what's
they don't
going
watch
on?
us enough.
B got a lot on there. B,
Corey,
what you thinking?
What you doing, B?
They think I'm blind and just shy. A shy blind ass nigga.
Hello.
So with that being said, I'm shy when put on the spot.
Look, I'm shy. Everybody know I'm loud, but if you tell me to do something, I get shy.
Wait a
Yes.
minute. Oh, wait.
Yes.
Wait a minute. I thought we were telling the truth on this guy.
Right.
Okay. We're okay. Got it.
Yes, I'm shy when I'm put on the spot.
Corey,
Right.
you mean like you just breathe up, like you just kind of reserved?
I'm freestyling here, but if you go, hey, tell me something funny, I like, oh, what? What? You know what I'm saying? Because if I go to enjoy people and somebody bring me up on stage and make me do something, I'm not. I get shy because now everybody expects. So there's this pressure that if I say knock and it's not funny, then I'm like, oh, I just shit on myself.
Yes. Sincere says, "Wow, I would have never guessed."
I knew it wouldn't have been.
Cricket says
I
lies.
thought it was Toya.
Miranda, Miranda says since when? No, I'm not shy ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm
See,
definitely
my wife even backs it up. She knows
kind
it.
of yes.
She don't count.
Okay.
You can't see her.
But you know what? That's good to know because like no one, like they said, they would have never guessed it. So that is good information. Okay, all right. Okay.
Really shy. Okay.
The loudest one in the room can be
That's
quiet time. That's what's
That's a
up.
true statement.
Okay, Corte, let's go. I have either sleep apnea or panic attacks in my sleep.
Corey.
Shit.
Yeah, cause you're big, brother. I'm just saying, cause you know, I was gonna say Mia, but I'm gonna go with Corey on that.
Why would you say Mia?
I'm going with you, Mia, because B. Remember that one episode that we was talking about, and she said that she sleep because she snore and stuff.
Exactly.
I'm going with Mia.
Yeah. Listen, this is biased. I have to go with Toya because she's a vampire. Anybody know Toya know she's up to 7 a.m. and don't cook. And I don't think that's just because choice.
And it gotta be dark. That's right.
Yeah, she's a vampire. So I'm going Toya.
I go with
Corte.
I'm going with Corey.
Corey. Okay. And let's see what the family
My
says.
wife
Family
argue
say
y'all with this.
Mia.
Yeah, you be snoring.
Okay.
And snores and big people. They like to not breathe at night.
Shit, what happened? Nigga, did you die? Yeah, I think I did.
Yes, I have woke myself up snoring. But I was around like,
hey, B. I've done that shit before. I thought somebody was in there with me.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody play too goddamn. Keep touching me.
No, I woke myself up snoring before I.
Don't woke yourself up.
It said, even though I can't relate because I have sleep apnea sleep paralysis. That's what it's called. But the statement says I have either sleep apnea or panic attacks in my sleep.
B.
Why? Who is it?
Everybody's supposed to.
Who?
Reveal yourself.
They little episodes, man.
I got it right.
I don't know what's going on. They say get a machine, it costs too much. Okay,
I knew it was B.
Oh man, come on!
He's skinny. His chest became
big. He played us.
I knew it.
Yeah. Hey, come out the gate. Yeah, Corey, because you big as shit. I know you. I know your wife didn't have to wake you up with something.
He said they be little episodes. No, but for real, bro, that stuff is scary. So be careful. Okay.
Shout out.
Corte, go ahead. I had an extra pinky nail when I was
Toya. Toya. Six toe Toya. That's what they used to call it.
Yeah, I was flipping you off. We're on camera. And I love you.
Oh,
they used to call it six toe Toya.
Okay, Corte, who you rolling with, Corte?
Mia.
I'm going with B on this one.
You going with B? Okay.
Yeah.
I can't go.
What they got to do with me snoring?
I can't go with Mia because she don't like to wear socks, and that means you like your feet. So that means it cuts it down to Corte or Corey.
Okay, but
because I ain't never seen
it. Is it talking about a pinky toe or a pinky finger? Like, because it didn't specify. I had a
pinky nail. No, it says pinky nail, so that would be the hand.
Pinky nail, but that could be your toe because he's referring to.
They call it a six toe Toya. That's all I know.
I don't know why I thought
it's six toe Toya.
So it was on your hand. You had an extra.
I don't know.
Finger?
It didn't. It doesn't. It says pinky nail. That could be your toenail.
I got that motherfucker, man.
Or your pinky.
But that's why he ain't on camera right now. He got that motherfucker.
Yeah, I think.
Damn, you said Corey.
Okay. Okay. So who you going with, B?
I'm gonna say Corte.
Okay, good answer. Because friend, quit playing.
Damn, it's gonna be Corey though.
No,
I ain't never seen Corey feet. Corey, you know what? Corey was
maybe dysfunctional.
So it could be Corey.
Okay, but Corte got long.
Hey, you're talking about his feet right now.
fingers as long, his feet as long. He just long.
She said, "Look like I got extra fingers."
Let's stop right there because this is gonna be a whole nother show.
Okay, so who you going with, Mia?
I'm going with 6-toe Toya.
Okay, and B, you going with
Cortez.
And Cortez, you got
Miranda says B.
Corey. No, I said B. I said B.
And B, okay. And B, you got who you got, B?
He said Cortez.
I meant Corey. I'm sorry, Corey. You got who?
I go Cortez too. I think he hiding something.
Let's
okay,
see
and
what
the family kind of got me. The family Cricket says
I better
Toya,
not be in
Sears
that
says
bitch
Corey.
at all.
Be naked. Your name did come up.
Be naked.
Okay, with that being said, I had an extra pinky nail when I was born.
Who was it?
So I was born with a defect.
I told you, man.
So right here, growing up, I had an extra nail growing when I was a baby. They had to cut out,
man.
And so I still bite it to this day, so it doesn't grow in. Like y'all,
it still grow.
Yeah, it still tries to. There, okay.
So you don't give people high fives. You give people high six.
Yeah. So yes, I was born with an extra pinky nail growing up.
Yeah.
Oh, you was on that movie when it.
Did you say ew? You said ew.
God damn.
Okay, friend. All right. Okay.
Did y'all see that?
I
What?
love the smell of clean diapers.
This just got freaky. Who is sniffing baby draws?
That's
It's
me.
the fetish for me.
That's
It's the
me.
fetish.
That's Mia.
That's
me
me.
naked.
Why the fuck I like diapers? What about me gives that away?
That's Mia.
Oh, I just like to wake up in the fresh smell of diapers in the morning.
Yeah. No, baby, don't worry about it. I'm gonna change the baby to all day today.
You know, I got it. Ooh, is that a dirty diaper? Give it to me. Ooh, come here.
What?
Miranda said Mia running around here sniffing diapers.
Yeah, that's
Your
me.
baby diapers.
Okay. Okay, so real quick. Here we go. Mia, who you got?
You know what? I'm changing it. I say you, Toya.
Okay, Corey.
I'm going
Right,
Mia.
Because Toya be sneaky.
Okay, B, who you got?
I got Mia.
I'm going Toya. I will switch mine. I'm going Toya.
Okay, you going B? Okay, and B, you say Mia.
Yeah.
Cortez, who you got?
Mia.
Okay, and I'm gonna go because when I think about y'all's situations, Cortez is the only one who just had a brand new nephew because all of y'all's kids are older. So I'm gonna go with Cortez.
Fuck.
Why is everybody saying Mia?
And the family is saying Mia's ass. I'm screaming, Mia,
Give me
Toya.
my perk, man.
Here we go. I love the smell of clean diapers.
Who is it?
Okay, so they gotta be clean. They gotta be clean. Not no poopy pissy diapers.
Man, let's go.
Turn up. Turn up.
Let's go.
You diaper sniffing son of a gun, you.
Because like it smell like cotton or something, just like
I knew it.
What happened to Febreze and candles and
I knew
Now
it.
I'm gonna know when Mia go, how old is your
before
baby?
you change your diaper, you just then you
How old is your
change
baby?
it.
Yeah, you ain't
Bring
babysitting.
him here.
I'm not smelling nothing
It's
else.
just that Mia wild.
Clean diaper.
Here we go. We have a few more for y'all, real quick, family. Here we go. I ended up having 2 dates at the same.
Oh, that's Toya.
Oh, that's Toya all day. That's Toya all day. That's Toya all day. That's Toya all day.
Yeah, that's Toya.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't
Toya.
like the quick response.
Don't.
Mia.
Yeah.
Nah, that's Cortez.
Mia, what?
I mean, it's Toya, but it's
Oh.
Cortez in this game. But it's Toya, but
I
it's
forgot
Cortez.
Cortez in this game too.
Yes, Cortez
Yeah.
is in this game.
I know,
And
But-
Cortez in the
but
game.
I'ma
Corey
go
and
with-
be
Nah.
naked and
So
Mia.
you're gonna have one buying the dinner and the other one buying the ticket. So she
Yeah.
brought both
Buying
of these.
dessert.
Facts.
One
I'ma
buying
go
dinner,
with-
the other buying dessert.
He
I'ma
is.
go
I know how to
with
work
Toya.
that broom with both of them. You hear me? Okay. Okay,
But
so
damn.
final answer. Here we go.
Right, what they saying? They saying me. Oh, Mia's wild. Yeah, Mia ain't. Did nobody
Okay,
say-
so B, who you got?
I'm not disrespectful like that. I'm gonna go with Cortez,
Cortez. Okay.
even though I know it's you.
Okay. Corey.
I am Toya B. She gonna get the meal and the ticket.
Mia.
It is definitely you, but I'm going with Cortez.
Okay. And Cortez?
Wait, why me? I'm gonna go with you, Toya.
Okay, and the family says popcorn player Toya.
Yeah.
Hey, who did you say? Who did you say, Corey?
I said Toya. I said the meal and the ticket.
Okay, and with that being said, I ended up having 2 dates at the same event.
Who is it?
Oh,
I know it.
You gotta come.
You did not know. You talking about me?
Down.
You said I said
no, I said it's you, but
down.
you Cortez for the game. I knew it was you in real life.
Pernt
Cortez for the game.
It's not me in real life. Y'all keep putting that player card on me.
Pernt down.
I wrote it. I said Cortez.
No, forget you and B. Hold on, Corey. Forget you and B. Y'all both said,
but we picking Cortez.
Exactly, and it's
That's
not.
what we
The
said.
man just told you he got 2 people at which event, Cortez? Huh?
Mind y'all business Saturday, okay?
Oh.
Okay.
Go take y'all little picture. Don't worry about me. Go take y'all little picture and do y'all little videos. Don't worry about me.
Little picture, little video.
There you have it. Okay, so we have, I think, about 4 more. So here we go. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
I'm addicted to vaping.
Duh.
Toya.
Shit, be naked. No.
All 3 of them, but everybody but
no, because
it's not a Cortez and Toya. It's not a Cortez and Toya.
Yeah, could be a smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Smoking.
But
I'm
going
Toya. I'm going Toya. I'm going to Toya
he
because I
started
think
vaping it because he's trying to stop smoking. So it's either Cortez or B.
B smoke a cigarette and a vape.
Yeah.
He's addicted.
See, I've only seen B with cigarettes, so
he do vapes.
Yes. So I can't hold it. I've seen Cortez and Toya. I've seen.
B is addicted to smoking. Now, if it said addicted to smoking, I would say B.
Okay, so who you going with, Cortez?
I'm vaping now.
Oh shit! Oh hell, it's Cortez. He coughing now.
You caught me in mid smoke. It's you, Toya.
I will say, Toya Mayer tore the house down that day. She couldn't find. She had a vape, but it wasn't the one that got the good strong pull. And she Mayer tore that house up because she couldn't find the right vape.
So you going with me?
Yeah.
And Cortez, you're going with me?
You.
Okay, Corey?
You.
Toya.
Toya, this is an intervention.
Yeah, bust it on there.
Okay, mind your business. It's definitely because look what I got to deal with, family. I
know it's you.
Look what I got to deal with.
Everybody got that one right.
Because I promise you, I wanted to hit that vape so bad. Okay, here we go. Moving along real quick. I was voted favorite comedian in school.
Oh, that's easy. That's
y'all will do this. Y'all will do this tonight.
I don't know because you know what? It's in my mind. I'm thinking Corey or B, but Mia be clowning too. Remember, she was like, "I got on stage." Didn't you try to get on stage and do a comedy thing or something, Mia?
I mean, I'm just saying.
It gotta be. Let me tell you, B is bad as hell. Didn't nobody know he was funny in school.
He was just bad.
He was just bad.
No, he funny though. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a natural funny.
But they didn't know that he was bad.
Yeah.
Corey
See, he didn't do. Huh?
I said Corey got ADHD real bad, and he always do something stupid. So I'm gonna say Corey.
But you know what? I also feel like it could be one of those psychological things where it could be Cortez and you don't expect it because Cortez got a slick mouth.
But that ain't comedian.
It do be funny because of the stuff he was saying.
I would have said Cortez. Cortez a bully.
Forget you, Corey.
See, y'all laughing. Okay, here we go. Real quick.
I like hidden. It's showing my double chin.
Cortez, who you got?
I'm going with Corey.
Corey, who you got?
I'm going with B.
B?
Yeah, I'm going with B.
I got Corey.
Who?
Corey.
Okay, and Mia?
It's B.
I'm going with Mia, because I feel like it's a trick thing. I was voted favor. Oh, the family says Corey Corte laughing at. Okay, I think that
It's Corey. They said Corey.
I was voted favorite comedian in school.
Who was it?
I was actually voted future comedian, not
Boom.
favorite. I was
See?
voted future comedian.
Boom.
Yeah,
Give me
at
a
the
turn.
award ceremony my senior
Here,
year.
you said B. I don't want to hear that. Give me my turn.
I gave your point. I got my point too.
Why you
Okay. 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 All right. How many more we have left, Corte?
We only got two.
Hey, Mia cheating, bro.
We got two.
We have
We
two
ain't
more,
never known me to
family.
cheat.
Hang in there with us real quick. Corey, you good? We got two
Yeah,
more.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm right here.
Here we go. Here we go. When I eat a meal, I eat things one at a time.
Toya.
What do you mean one at a time?
Oh
If
yeah,
you got
Like
four
separate.
fingers
You know,
on a plate,
I don't,
he
you know,
gonna
one
eat
thing
all
at a
the
time.
fries. Then he gonna eat the burger.
because
Then
some people don't like stuff to touch.
Mia.
Oh, okay.
Mia.
Corte. I'm gonna go Corte.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Corte.
Yeah, I think he may be a little picky. I think he may be a little picky and I want his food to touch. I'm gonna go Mia, they just
Okay.
know you screwed up.
Why they just said Mia? First of all,
Yeah.
I ain't screwed up.
Y'all give Mia the stuff that Mia is the freak, the nasty one. Mia like the smell of diapers and stuff. She ain't the wholesome one. Y'all keep giving me.
I don't like yellow diapers. I smell clean ones.
But I'm saying they keep thinking I'm the cheater. I'm this. You're the one, not me.
I'm the cheater.
I'm over here addicted to vaping. That's it. Line dancing. That's it.
You don't know
Okay.
how to line
B,
dance.
who you going? Who you go with?
I'm going Corte because he a neat ass.
Okay. Because he what?
He a neat ass nigga. I gotta eat
Oh,
this.
I didn't.
You know.
Okay. Okay.
That did not come out right.
No respect. Corte, who you got?
I'm going with you, Toya.
Okay. Your friend. Okay. Corey.
I don't know why I'm just feeling this Corte, man, not letting the food touch. Like I'm there.
Okay. And Mia.
Yeah, Cortez kind of bougie. I can see him like.
Right. Put that back.
The family says Mia, me and you, Mia, and I'm going with Mia.
Me?
Yep. You're so dramatic. I'm going with Mia.
I'm dramatic.
Chicken at a time, one little thing. When I eat a meal, I eat things one at a time.
Who is it?
Who is it?
That sounds like some be naked shit now that I'm saying this.
It's not about being picky.
It is.
Oh, it's this when I like to eat my sides first.
That's why that nigga's so skinny. That's some skinny
Whatever I'm eating first, I like to eat that first, and then go to the next, and then go to the next. Okay.
Here's what's crazy. When you said it that last time, I heard his voice. That's why I said it sounded like some be naked stuff. Because I heard his voice.
That's skinny nigga stuff. Like I should have known because that's how skinny people eat. That's how it was either him or Cortez.
He the type of millionaire to say, man, you got this touching. Take my shit
Pick out
back, bro.
all the red strawberry, red gummy worms.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't pick out.
that definitely ain't me because you cannot eat chicken, take a bite of chicken without adding a scoop of macaroni and mashed potatoes to it.
First of all, everybody in the comments sitting up there saying it's Mia.
Yes, and me. Okay, family, here we go. This is the last one.
Okay.
Right here. This is for the winner. Mia told me she don't like her food to be okay. I don't eat chicken on the bone. So
That sounds freaky. Now we gotta figure out who the freakiest person on earth is.
I don't. Yeah. We don't like to fight.
I'm going Mia. I'm going Mia. I'm going Mia.
Okay.
It's giving me Mia vibes right now.
Okay.
What are Mia vibes?
And Mia,
I
who
don't-
you got? Who you got, Mia?
Corey.
Right, Derek. Derek saying no white people on the panel. What are
Yeah,
we?
Derek says ain't no white people on the panel. That's white people shit. You don't eat chicken on the bone. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Shit,
say Corey.
Corey.
Yeah.
And Cortez, who you got?
I'll go with Mia.
Okay. And I just feel like I'm gonna go back to B because if he don't like to eat but one thing at a time, maybe he just don't like to eat
Listen.
on the bone.
Okay, now that your answer is there, I agree with whoever this person is, but it ain't.
So
See,
that is you, but that's not your statement.
Boom.
I'm smart.
Yeah,
Okay,
I just think Mia got a small throat and she don't want the bones to get back there. So.
Okay, bye.
Okay. I don't eat chicken on the bone.
Who is?
Who got the smallest throat around here?
Watch Coach jump his ass up here.
So I don't like
I told
food in the bone.
I told you.
It's something about I don't eat chicken on a bone. Like when you eat chicken on a bone, it got that little black line in it. I'm not eating no chicken on the bone.
I told y'all she got a little throat.
What's your shirt say?
Y'all need Jesus.
No, you do, because if you don't eat chicken with the bone in it, we taking your card. And with that being said, we
no.
Huh?
You can't take my card.
All black people.
Wait, you got to take B card because he don't eat chicken on the bone either.
No, that's not the discussion. The discussion is who won the game. I won the game. Let's go to the
Okay, and with that being said, drum roll. Who won?
B, but I'm second place.
Why she saying so fast though?
B Nation won.
Okay.
His first time ever winning.
Now, family, thank y'all so much for tuning in this far. Stay tuned. We're going to put our main man in the building in the hot seat. We're going to hit on a hot topic. We'll be right back for some more of, I'm just saying.
B, check the messenger.
A lot of things can happen in a person's life, but who am I to say that I'm perfect? I can only tell you the things I have witnessed, I have seen, and I've been involved in. When you hear from others, it gets flipped around, but hey, how much of it can you believe?
I told you we weren't gonna talk about the past, alright? Now, if you can't leave that shit alone, you go back to Mississippi, alright? You know I can make that happen.
Really, Frank?
What, man?
The dude went to prison and you didn't. It's like all of this was put on him and not you.
You cannot be friends with your ex. And you better not be seeing her.
Ain't nothing like that. Don't even trip on that.
Matter of fact, how was she invited anyway?
According to Tasha, him and Frank work together.
Oh, is that so?
Yes.
Well, why did Frank tell us about this?
Probably because he just found out himself. He wasn't sure who his new assistant was going to be.
Nah, there's something in between this story that I'm not aware of because that don't sound like the Frank I know.
That's the damn point. No one knows Frank like they think they know him. He's not some innocent bystander.
What's wrong, Cassidy?
I'm pregnant.
Cassidy, what?
I went to jail for this son of a bitch. And you think I'm supposed to just let that ride? Look, man, I got a son here. And that's why I'm trying to find Yolanda. And once I find my son, then I'm gonna deal with Frank. And you or nobody else is gonna stop me from doing it.
So what should I do?
Find a way to get rid of it.
Yeah, it's a small world.
Enough of the introduction. My name is Tasha Williams, and this is my story.
Welcome back and welcome back. I want to give another quick shout out to Cortez for And This Is My Story. You can catch that on YouTube. It is there now. All right. At this time, we hope you guys enjoyed that segment. But yeah, we're about to get into a hot topic and put our guy in the hot seat, which you all been waiting for. Okay. But before we do, I'm going to pass it over to my boy B with hot topic.
Oh, hey, was why are you laughing, man? What happened? Listen, hey, this week on this week's hot topic. Okay, if you take a look over there, my ear. Our former president was shot. Oh shit. Oh damn. Cortez, we got some pictures, man. Y'all take a look at this, man. Somebody tried to take the nigga out, man.
Just said, take a look at what happened.
Oh man.
Hit that man with that movie gun.
Now I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Now I feel like it was staged. Okay. Now somebody did lose their life. You know what I'm saying? I only did that because I don't know if the person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was real or not. But somebody did supposedly lose their life. But I feel like it was staged, man. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, for a bigger cause, people are sacrificed, and that's what happens. I definitely think it was to push him getting voted. You know what I'm saying? Getting voted in. But what do y'all think about this event? Y'all feel like it was real? You feel bad? Look at him, he's bleeding. Look at his ear. Oh my God. Oh, ah, ah.
Yeah,
What do you,
definitely a political stunt. I think he wins now. Along with this, that he's got Mitch McConnell out the way. I think even in wrestling, man, when they go down, I did used to do some training. There, we have the razor where you could cut yourself on that. I think everything was set up. I think the bullets, because like people have been saying, snipers don't miss. We saw what happened to JFK. I think this is a very political stunt to put him in position to give him the 50-cent Vanguard Award, and now make him the president.
yeah, they got videos of every angle. You know what I'm saying? From behind, from the side. The perimeter was 150 yards away, which is 400 feet. I think that the shooter was, which was across the way from the rally. You know what I'm saying? In any former president, you Secret Service, y'all are doing those checks. You know what I'm saying? But they have footage of the man climbing on the building minutes before the shooting. You know what I'm saying? And they was telling them like, hey, this guy's up here. Woo, woo. And they said a police officer went up there, but he pointed a gun at him, made him get down, and then minutes later he started shooting. So I feel like the shooter, the Trump's sniper could have been taking him out. You know what I'm saying? If it was, if it was real. But I feel like it was staged, like Corey was saying, man, to get that man elected.
I don't think it was staged because that's too close for comfort. That's my ear. My ear is right here.
Right.
That's too close for comfort. That's the reason why I don't feel like it's staged. Number one, like, and if it was staged, Buddy wouldn't have died. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna risk my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna risk my life.
I'm not saying that everybody different, right? But when you just standing there and a fly come by your ear, what do? You flinch. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
The nigga didn't flinch. The nigga
Well,
just turned his head and was like, "Oh shit, they shooting," and went down. Like this wasn't a bullet.
Not on
Go
top.
ahead.
The people that are using are people they can easily erase. Both of them are non-factors to life, and you could pay the families off to shut everybody up. So politically, this stunt works because you use the right people. And one thing we know is white supremacy is willing to sacrifice their own to get the betterment of a point across of what they're trying to do when they want to win.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Toy? I mean, I would just say I think it ain't staged because I'm not. Ain't nobody. I watch crime shows all day, every day, but I'm gonna get shot in my toe. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm scared to get. That's too close for
I,
comfort.
I don't think it was a bullet though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it was a real bullet. I think it was don't I'm not saying an actual BB. I'm saying like something smaller than a bullet, something that can't lethally can't really kill you. You know what I'm saying? But can shit sting you, or maybe the nigga did take a little razor or something because he wasn't automatically bleeding until after he came up from the
I
podium.
don't
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
That's my look, y'all. I ain't got my
They fixed
ear.
him
I
real
ain't
quick.
got no Will Smith ears. Like my ear is that's too close for comfort.
They made a movie about a nigga who was I think the name of the movie is called Shooter or something like that. He was a sniper that was sniping niggas from 3 miles away. You know what I'm saying? There's people who can make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter the age. I just don't feel like this was real. If a nigga wanted him dead, he'd be dead. Not no ear. I think he'd be popped. That's right.
So I
Okay.
I feel like I feel, y'all know me. Oh my goodness. So just hear me out first. I feel like at the end of the day, regardless if it was a stunt thing or not, because I know that that part is important, but even if, regardless if it's a stunt thing or not, I'm not a Trump supporter, okay? However, Trump is still somebody's dad. He's still somebody's husband. He is still somebody's brother or son. And I just think, I think, I think that that's somebody said that they popped the blood bags. If he went through extreme measures to try to get the vote and people's empathy to get him in, I think that's so foul on every level because somebody actually died, right? Two people.
You
That was
saying
next.
you
Can I
saying
ask y'all this?
this
But
is the same person that made everybody storm the Capitol.
Can I ask
no.
y'all this?
What's that?
Can I ask y'all this?
What's that?
Before that happened, what were we just talking about with him? What was the big storyline?
What?
Him being a felon, going back into office.
Oh, but that
That
got
when
released now.
since I'm saying
Okay.
when that's happened, it's the farthest thing from a conversation because now we have empathy for him. And once you have empathy to change the narration of a storyline, you can now get the sympathy of people.
No, that don't just
That's
because
a
you
And
they
your
that's,
don't
vote.
neglect or
that's a good
negate
point.
everything that you did in the past.
They
Right,
dropped the
but
case.
that is a good point though because I was one of the main people. Like, how can you as a felon not vote, but then he can run for presidency? That doesn't even make sense to me. And I don't. I'm just saying that I'm just a lover of human life, no matter who that person is. But if it's a publicity thing to get that in, I'm not. I'm not. That is so raggedy and
But they're
low.
banking on people doing exactly what you said. I don't like him, but I don't want to see him dead. So
I
what
don't want.
I
happens
don't
is
want. I
is
don't
they
want to see
lose
him president
everything.
either. That don't mean you want to see him
Yeah, I
president.
don't want to. Yeah, I'm not saying I want to see him as a president. I'm just saying, in a general sense, if the narrative was different and he got killed, naturally it would be like, oh, that's so sad because he still is a person. But if he went through extreme measures and that stuff was fake, I heard. See, one of our family said that the gunman wasn't even a professional trained gunman.
So that's the reason why he missed.
So but that's even more scarier to me that you would put people in place like that, and you take out an innocent bystander.
Because the innocent
So
bystander is not a dead person. Go ahead.
so question. You
Uh-huh.
you got Granddaddy Joe and you got the asshole or the guy who's, publicity stunts, reality star. You got Trump. Who y'all voting for?
If you got who?
You got
Are
old
we, are
man.
we, are we voting policies or feelings? Because if everybody's voting feelings, you're gonna say I take Joe. But if you're voting
Whatever y'all want to go, whatever y'all want to go by. You know what I'm saying? Out of these two that we got, y'all done seen them debate a couple days ago. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all
Y'all
kind
saw
of know
that
the
debate. It was
background.
horrible.
Who are y'all going? Who are y'all finna go in there and vote for? You gotta vote for somebody. You can't say nobody. Who are y'all? Y'all can answer in the chat too. Who are y'all gonna vote for? Or
Thinking as an
who?
independent person, businessman, I would vote Trump because he has better independent. He has very better policies for working for independent working people,
Okay.
businesses, small businesses. He some
Okay.
a lot of his policies help small businesses, and that's why you see a lot of black people jumping on the bandwagon with it. They ain't giving a
Yeah.
dang about the feelings of it. They thinking about, man, I got to feed my family, and right now my
Just look
food,
the way these gas
right now my
prices
run,
been.
huh?
Right. Mia.
Um. So if we doing the math, Biden ain't gonna make it 4 years. Let's be clear. Sleepy Joe ain't gonna make it 4 years. So only reason, and I really ain't no huge fan of Kamalisha either. But
Camila?
Kamalisha, that's what I call her, Kamalisha.
Okay.
I thought somebody else had came in. I was like, did they bring somebody else in?
I'm not a huge Kamala fan, you know what I'm saying? She played the game the way the game needed to be played, which is all a big game. Since my daddy watching, I'ma say Sleepy Joe. Because my daddy told me if I vote for Trump, he would disown me as his daughter.
But he won't know.
So you lying to
That's
your
what I told
daddy.
him too.
Got it. Okay.
She is definitely stage presence. Don't nobody like Kamalisha.
Yeah, but I didn't watch the last debate or whatever.
Oh, it was horrible.
I didn't watch that, and I just feel like either way I'm affected, and it's not in a good way because of the status that I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that, but I'm going to rock, and I'm not rocking Democrat just because we were conditioned to rock Democrat, right?
I'm doing it for my daddy because my daddy
I'm just saying both of them are foul and they both have BS with them. But at the end of the day, I don't, unless I'm wrong, and please correct me, it's not about feelings. It is about the respect for the people. And he's blatantly disrespectful. The good thing is about Trump, he lets us know where we stand with him. I can respect that, but but I don't agree with it. Biden, he might feel the same way, if not worse, but
and
he doesn't lead with it. So
right.
I'm not Trump. To me, in my opinion, is not somebody that I want in, because he has a no.
You said who you picking?
You don't. No, I'm going with Biden. I'm saying I don't.
Sleepy Joe.
I'm saying I respect Trump saying, "Hey, I don't care about y'all and y'all this and y'all." He lets it be known. I was on Dr. Phil's show when he did the Trump interview, and he was, you know what I'm saying? He said that he was the best presidents that black people have had since Franklin or somebody.
Since
Lincoln. He do be a little.
He said that, and all I'm saying is one thing about Trump I can respect. He stand on how he feel all day, but I don't support him, and I just don't.
Because I would ask by that statement, are we talking feelings or
I gotta
policy?
talk feelings because my daddy already told me.
I'm not talking feelings when this man did 34 things to get convicted. I'm what? How
Yeah,
good? I mean, he's crooked. They both are. They all are. Politicians.
Would y'all if they had Klan Day, would y'all take that paid day off?
I would.
Yeah.
That's my case. If they had Klan Day, would you take that paid
I'm
day
not
off?
taking Klan Day off because I'm trying to go in for overtime because it's a holiday. I'm trying to get double the pay or pay and a half. No, I'm not.
Nah, I'm pulling up at the clans. I'm pulling up. Where we at? What we doing?
He said Joe Biden was
Who you picking, B?
With the Jim Crow shit. You know what I'm saying? That he got pictures with the top clan. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden do.
He does.
Trump done looked out. You know what I'm saying? For I feel like with the black folk. Now his mouth be crazy, you know what I'm saying? But as far as businesses, you know what I'm saying, he done got a few of your favorite artists out of jail. You know what I'm saying?
Weezy F, baby.
Yeah, if I had to vote, I'm gonna go for Trump. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Okay.
like one of them, but that's just my.
Let's
I
check in with
respect
the
everybody's
family.
vote, but I am definitely
I'm
looking to
telling
see
you,
who's in.
y'all
I
got a
hope
lot of
independent
small black
wins.
businesses that will argue down that why they going with Trump because they thrive
Oh,
through there.
I understand.
They
Okay,
got a
let
lot of
me
grants. But go
let
ahead.
me check in with the family real quick and see what the family is saying. Okay. Tommy says that pic is the ultimate presidential album cover of him with the bloody ear. Shantae says exactly. You can't join the service with a felony. If he has any other color, he would have been. If he was any other color, he would have been in jail, and this would not be a topic. Facts. Direct
Can we
podcast says,
correct something?
yeah.
Can we correct something? It's 7 years, y'all. I'm a felon, so it's 7 years. After that, now there are loopholes now that even felons can do. And in voting, I can vote. I can vote. So
So if
I
you're a
think a lot of
felon, you
information.
can't vote
Yeah,
for only 7 years.
I know. After the 7 years, you're clear to start voting.
Don't you have to petition to vote though?
No, you don't.
Oh,
All you
okay.
gotta do is sign up now. So that's why
Okay,
that's what I think
but
happens in
he's
our
a
community.
new felon. He ain't no 7-year nothing. He's a new
Well, no,
yesterday
I
felon.
was saying that because I keep seeing this everywhere that people saying, "Oh, well, felons can't vote and stuff like that."
Oh,
And
got you.
there's a Project Rio that helps felons getting jobs. We just can't take commercial residential jobs.
Right.
Oh, good,
Also,
good.
they need to let the people in prison vote too.
Well, I
They
mean,
lost
they're
they
not in the
lost their
free
rights.
world to even make a difference. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're not in the free world to make a
When
difference,
we
right?
when
So,
we go to prison, we sign our rights over from things.
I mean,
Yeah.
basically, it's just a number. You're a number, and that's a whole nother topic for
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
I definitely want to talk about prison.
yeah. So, direct podcast says, which is crazy. Why would you want to California our country? What does that mean? California our country.
Right.
What does that mean?
Because first of all, and I'm gonna say this because I say this to everybody, so I'm even gonna say it on the pod. Californians, y'all got to get up out of Texas, bro. I'm sorry. Y'all raising our prices too high, our gas too high. We too packed. Them Californians are coming to Texas by the droves, buying up all the property. You can't sit here. We ain't got no more room for you, Californians.
Okay. Vicky says, I'm going to I'm going for Sleepy Joe because I'm an independent business owner, but I will not vote for Trump. Jeanette says, Sleepy Joe got my vote. Trump is for himself.
So is Sleepy Joe.
Direct's podcast says they didn't give Biden his meds on purpose. Jeanette says, I voted Republican before. Direct says, well, Latoya, could you go with Bobby Kennedy Jr. if she wants? I don't know a whole lot about the politics. I just know regardless of Biden and Trump, we're doomed either way. But
I don't understand why we didn't go with Andrew Yang.
I don't even know
he was coming with a business proposal that was going to do us like Alaska and other places were giving us a monthly stipend for families and individuals over 18. An individual 18 would have got $1,000 a month. Families of 4 or bigger would have got like 8,200 or something like that. Just like they do. He said we have the resources over here, just like they do for the oil in Alaska, where families over there get money for I think 4K, and if for a single person is getting like 1,800. Andrew Yang was trying to bring that here.
Bobby Kennedy Jr. was he on the ballot before he got knocked out or something? Do y'all know?
I don't know.
I should have voted for Kanye.
You know what?
Right.
Hey, side note, are y'all looking at those Kanye them
Rock
20,
going for it
shout
now.
out to Kanye for the $20 shoes, $20 shirt, $20 everything. If y'all ain't shopping Yeezy, he is definitely selling everything for $20 on his website. It is
All right.
Okay. Do y'all know
now, we got another thing too, don't you, B?
Right. I thought Tori was about to say something. Now I'm finna go straight into it. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I was just trying to sum up the rest of the family's comments because someone had mentioned Tim Scott. Jeanette says Tim Scott got played and she showed him that VP was not a black job. I don't know who. See, I'm not heavily into politics, so I don't know some of these people. Do y'all?
Yeah. But if we go down that rabbit hole, we're gonna be all
We're
night
gonna
on
be
that
down there.
subject.
That's why we was just trying to segue, and you were just like, you went right back into it.
That's why I shut
You
up.
was like, yeah, so
Yeah.
let's talk about B. And you was like,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll shut
All
up.
right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
no, you good.
I
So I
mean,
got
I'm
another
just saying.
segment. The name of this segment is called. I don't know if we got a little intro for this bitch, but the name of this segment is called "What the Fuck Happened." Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I ain't know we had a little
I'm trying to
segment.
figure out what happened. Wait,
Me
what
too.
is this?
I mean,
I ain't know because this was on the fly. Cause like I was literally like scrolling and I just saw this shit and I was like, what the fuck happened, bro? So okay, y'all might have been seeing Ashanti, you know what I'm saying? I heard she like pregnant or whatever. That's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I seen Ashanti back when I was growing up. I seen Ashanti as a grown woman. She just recently had got back with, you know what I'm saying, with your boy with the let me see your grills. Yeah, they got back together. They happy as hell, right? Cortez, show this damn picture, please. Show both of them. I want to see both of them. What the fuck? Listen, what happened? Okay, because she wasn't looking like this. What happened? And don't tell me no goddamn baby weight. Either this is fucking Photoshop or this bitch is turning into Rasputin. Look at this shit, man. God,
how you doing?
God, bro, come on, man. What she
How
having?
you doing?
Triplets? See, how many babies? What happened? What the fuck
Facts, they about to cancel him.
happened, bro? What
How you doing?
happened, bro? Nah, bro, you're not about to tell me that, oh, you know, I done seen people get, you know what I'm saying, gain some weight or whatever.
Baby.
That's what happens
That's
when you
gotta
get
be.
her body done. She done got her body done, so she was steady getting that fat sucked out of her. Now she can't
Who
get
put
that
it back in?
sucked out of her.
Nelly, I am. Ooh, I
That's
went
gotta
down
be
now.
Photoshop. That y'all.
Nah,
That's
Bro,
is
There's
she?
a video of
so
it.
people are
No, it's a
normally
video.
get a lot of liposuction. They don't get to show out that fat. She can't get no liposuction. So them arms are arming. That
No,
back.
no.
them arms
The
do not
arms.
match.
Look at the body. Put it back. Put it back.
The arms
Look
do
at
not match.
this, man.
Them arms do match. Them arms are definitely arming.
Bro,
Baby.
that
Yeah,
cannot
your
be
booty gets
her,
bigger.
bro.
Plus, she already had a BBL.
And then
So
look, she's at. So we're not gonna acknowledge that she's eating now. She's at the eating. She's at the damn
she
serving
hungry.
table.
No, but I think
Baby.
is there anything out there that saying that she's having like twins or anything like that?
No.
Twins.
No, she had
She
one
got
big
4
ass
of them.
baby.
She got 4 of them in there.
Some
She got
women
a Saint
swear.
lunatic in her body. What would you think?
I mean, she's definitely huge
I
than
see it.
I've seen her. But if she's that
Getting
big,
her
then
body done.
we'll know when
Now
the baby
she's
is
ready
born
to go.
because some women's body, I mean, it's different for every woman, and so evidently she's got a lot of water weight
That's
and all of
water.
that.
Why did?
Some women do blow up after one child, and you'll think they've had 4 kids, but they clearly
It's not.
they blow up. Some women
And
blow up.
2 months after that baby born,
I ain't gonna
she's
lie.
gonna be snatched because they're gonna suck all that fat back out. But as of right now, she can't get lipo.
But
She can't get none of that.
She told us before that she's having a baby. 5 of them. She's having
No, she's
5 of them
not.
right now, bro. That's why she look like that, bro.
No,
It's gonna be a surprise.
I mean, she just could. First of all, she 50 almost. Second of all, she can't get her body sucked.
But she's
sucked
still
she used to.
beautiful. She's still beautiful because she's got a baby and she looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Now she blew up. I'm not saying that she's
listen.
than what I thought, but
yeah, I'm not saying that she's ugly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying she's thick, but we'll know when that baby is born if they disclose how much the baby weighed and stuff like that, because
and watch her be slim and trim.
Well, it's still what the fuck.
Right.
because
No,
that
hey,
was a
no.
big difference.
Kagan, you're right. You see what Toya did? I'm with Kagan. Toya, ain't no. See, every time we talk about a woman getting big, y'all want to go to a
No, ain't
caveat.
no y'all. Toya.
Yeah.
No, I'm
She's
saying
pretty.
because he's like,
She's still
what the
pretty.
Right.
fuck
Yeah.
happened? And I'm just
Nobody.
saying,
Yeah.
she's
I'm
Nah.
pregnant.
telling you what happened.
We
She
we
got
gotta
Hold
big
find a
on one
way.
second.
every
Hold on
other
one second,
time.
y'all. Hold on one second, y'all. Watch this.
I just sent you.
I was banking, bro. Listen, I swear to God, bro, my son, like I was banking on that this was a photoshopped picture, bro.
I told you it was a video out there because they showed the video of her dancing.
This is really her.
She didn't
But
look
but
that
Kevin
big
Hart,
in
Kevin Hart
video.
trainer gonna get her back, right?
She didn't look to me that big on that video because here's what I do know.
Toya.
I listen to me. Hear me out.
What?
Hear me out. I don't know if y'all remember, okay? But when we hosted Creep, there is a picture that was captured of me in the background, and it looked like I was 8 or 9 months pregnant. To see me in person is to know that I'm thick, but I'm not thick as that picture made me look, okay? So instead of beating everybody, I just try to beat everybody to the punch, and I put the picture side by side showing the difference of y'all know what picture I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't
Belly ain't
this.
perfect. I had on a two-piece. I had on a two-piece this weekend, and you don't look at me like that because listen, at the end of the day, pictures, that video don't make her look like she's just big, voluptuous like that side view did. That side view.
Yes, it did.
Not that video though.
She looked big on both of them. She looked big. It might have been the same day.
But like she pregnant, like she eating good. The baby gonna be healthy. Because if she was skinny with that little bubble, y'all be like, "What's wrong with her?" She don't wanna...
But you ain't never seen Ashanti look like that though. That's what I'm saying. Like the last time I seen her, she was happy with Nelly. They were both smiling, cheesing. She was slim fit. You know what I'm saying? And then
But that was fake.
I just think, what you mean that was fake?
But she's pregnant.
It was fake because
Right, right. But I'm just saying for me, I've seen pregnant women. Cool, yeah, they get. I seen the noses. They get big bell pepper. I seen that.
Man,
but what I'm
my
saying
nose
is,
got so big.
what I'm saying is, I ain't seen Ashanti like
what
that.
if Shanti? She's got to have. Okay,
Like,
so
God
maybe she's
damn.
having multiple, and if she's only having
Yeah,
one,
four.
if she's only having one, at the end of the day, you know,
That
girls
baby gonna
will
come out
rock
the
it.
same height as Kevin Hart.
That nigga is 12 years old.
Okay, so
Man.
now with that being said,
Weighing 112.
any last comments before we put our guest in the hot seat? Any more
Yeah.
comments on that?
Nah, I'm god damn. That was it.
B, that hurt your soul.
Wait, didn't we have one more thing?
Yeah, man.
B, you got something else that's gonna distract us?
Nah.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, I thought he had one more thing.
I got a thing, but
you know what? And on that note, family, we're gonna go ahead and move in.
I don't think I should be a part of the show at this point.
Right. I'm like, what you
We're gonna jump into one last quick commercial, and when we come back, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna put our boy Corey in the hot seat. So stay tuned for some more. I'm just saying.
How do you feel about being traded?
Man, yeah, nobody ever asked me that question before.
You play like trash. You helped me win fantasy football. Hey, that first year.
I know you ain't just that big a fan of. Hey man, this better not be no prank or nothing.
Were you nervous coming here, and are you nervous now?
That's a good question.
Hey.
All right.
That
Shout out
look
to
good
Pete.
too.
Yes.
Shout out,
he did
Pete.
his thing.
Hell of a thing. Yeah.
Yes.
shout out
He's
to
back
the-
home now. He
Yeah.
come back. Yes. So at this time, family, we have a special guest that's been kicking it with us, hanging with us all evening. He is an actor, a comedian, a motivational speaker, a writer, director, and filmmaker. This multifaceted performer brings life to every production that he touches. Corey Espy is quickly becoming one of the entertainment industry's most prominent talents. Not only has Espy graced the stage in over 45 stage plays, in 2016, he embarked upon the 50 City Festival of Praise tour, which was featuring Grammy Award winning artists Fred Hammond, Regina Bell, Karen Clark, Sheard, Israel Houghton, Bishop Hezekiah Walker, and the comedian Earthquake. In addition to his all aspiring live performances, SB has found a new niche in movies, from doing high school athletes to a notorious drug trafficker to a loving grandfather, to name a few. He has also landed several movie roles, including Carter High, which was starring Vivica A. Fox and Charles Dutton, and the award nominated Love and Drugs. Okay. Now, long before all of the lights, camera, and action, Espy made up his mind that he wanted to flip the script, and he was on a path to, like most statistics and the streets, what they had planned for him. But he was born and raised in Tyler, Texas. Corey is a star athlete at John Tyler High School. All right. He also continues to break chains and mediocrity each and every single day. At a younger age, including his untimely death of his first love, his greatest inspiration, his mother, Doris, he being thrust into a single father role, he defeated all odds against him. We want to give it up for the one and only, the one with the magnetic personality, infectious laughter, illuminating smile, and optimistic outlook on life. It's impossible to not feel motivated, invigorated, encouraged, and empowered after being in his presence. The one and only Corey SV. Y'all welcome Corey.
I started looking for somebody else.
I thought this
I
nigga
was like,
died.
who is this person they bringing?
No, Corey,
Right. This not going to tribute.
we just want to give you your flowers, bro, because you have been in this game a long time and you've been killing it and doing your thing, leading the way. There's so many people that look up to you. You pour into people effortlessly and tirelessly, you know, and you kind of act like you a therapist too. But anyway, with that being said, welcome.
I mean, I'm just
again.
saying.
Welcome again.
Thank you. Thank you for that. That's true. I feel like I'm gonna go out and try for the Cowboys now after this. I'm just bullshit.
Yes. So with that being said, we're going to put you on what we call the hot seat. Are
Let's
you
do
ready
it.
for that?
Let's do it.
All right. Hot seat. Now, Mia, we're going to go ahead and start with you, and we're just going to bounce some questions off of you and let the people know. All right. Mia, take it away.
I'm gonna just jump right on in.
Yeah.
What you do, nudity?
I've done
Frontal,
it.
backwards.
Huh?
What are why y'all looking at me like
Because some other stuff came with it.
so
Right,
many movies and plays? I'm asking, would he do a nude scene?
Well, I've already done nude scenes, so I've crossed that barrier at this
I ain't
point.
never seen.
Yeah, Love and Drugs was nude scenes.
Hmm.
Yeah, those were nude scenes.
Frontal.
Yeah, like we was completely naked.
I didn't. It wasn't on camera.
Well, of course.
That's
but
what I'm
saying-
talking about. The world, Craig.
Well, I mean,
you talking about porn? Because what
Right.
movie have you seen
Oh, you
a
said-
dick in?
besides all the Queen Mans.
Get Rich or Die Trying. They was naked in the shower, and it wasn't porn. You ain't necessarily
Okay.
got to be porn to do.
Are you saying would I show my body naked on there?
Yes.
Not if it doesn't serve a purpose.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Not if it doesn't serve a purpose. Like if we're doing a scene, this emotional scene, say I have a breakdown in the shower, she comes in and hug me, you see that and it serves a purpose in the film, then okay, I'm cool with it. But just to say my ass was out there or you almost saw my penis, then nah. Because that's Facebook my fans. Then we talking.
Martin just recently, which I don't think it was Martin's booty, but in the movie Bad Boys, the last Bad Boys, you supposedly had seen Martin's butt. I don't think that was Martin's butt, but it was definitely a black butt. That's
Yeah.
why I wondered.
Yeah, but it's art. It's art. I don't mind telling a story as long as it makes sense to the art of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So nudity is part of the art. I think it's crazy because we've come so uncomfortable because it's a shame to now see a naked body. And what's crazy is a naked body is the first thing a motherfucker see when they born. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
see that, and we just got. Here's what's crazy. Real quick to answer that question: a person can walk with a two piece or their shirt off on the beach, but if we see them inside a home place, it's considered disrespectful. But it shows the same amount of skin. If I see a woman in her bra and panty set in the house, it's disrespectful. But if she wears a two piece that shows the same thing that her bra and panty set had on the
At the
beach,
beach,
be
yeah.
okay with it. If
That
if B naked comes to my house and take his shirt off, it's disrespectful in front of my wife. But if we all go to the pool at the apartments and B naked take his shirt off, I don't have a problem with it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the contradictive world we in.
It's the boundaries.
It's
Oh
a
my
good
God.
point.
My brothers jumped on here, y'all. I'm so done. Talk about I'm a huge fan.
Oh, that's your brother.
That's my blood brother. We got the
Hi,
same
blood
mother.
brother.
Yeah. Shout
Okay.
out,
All
man.
right. Well, thank you
Uh-huh.
for that. And I do agree with you on that because the contradicting world we live in. All right. So, B,
um, what was the question? Sorry.
it's time for you to ask our guest a question.
Oh yeah, my bad. Listen, I've been sipping. I've been sipping. Okay, so the question.
Right.
Uh-huh.
He, s-
My
he said, "What's the question?"
my fault, man.
We thought we was turning to you for that.
My bad.
You like, oh,
My bad. Okay. So, dealing with the film industry in this pocket of the film industry, you know what I'm saying? There is a lot of, beef. There's some he say, she say. There's some, don't work with this director, don't work with that director. How do you handle that situation? Like, is there a pocket of directors that you work with, or people, a set of actors that you work with, or are you mutual with everybody, or like, how do you handle that situation? Because it is a
So
thing
it's
out here.
it's crazy because I had this conversation the other day, and I've become sort of the Malcolm Martin Luther King of the industry, meaning that I have a grace period with relationships all around here. So I don't necessarily get caught in the beefs of things, but I get everybody's conversation of the beefs. And one thing that's going to happen where we're never going to get to a place that we need to be because nobody's going to put their ego aside to say I was wrong for what I did and I sincerely apology and change the effort of what they're doing. And then on top of that, everybody's going to keep having conversations about the situations to other people instead of the people that they need to talk to, right?
Mm.
And the biggest thing that happens is that people are in group chats having conversations, and then when people fall out in those group chats, now we're sharing them with the other people. Right now, I was on a group chat with B and Mia, and we were talking about Toya, and then me and B fell out, and me and Toya got cool, and I showed Toya the chats of what B was saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of an
Damn.
infectious thing that's happened instead of finding a solution. We're becoming more of the problem instead of solution. And then we're looking to exile the solution and stick with the problem because it's easier for me to deal with not being accountable for what is being done and my part in it than to say I'm sorry and let's move forward.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn.
No, that's true. That's true. I agree with that.
Hit that
Yeah.
hoe.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, I was gonna ask a follow, but go ahead.
No, go ahead, B, if you have a follow up with that.
So how do we get past? Like, how? What as a this small pocket of the
Yeah.
film industry is what
producers
I'm
have to
talking about.
producers have to fix this. Producers have to fix this from this standpoint because they chose the power of opportunity for everything. And if they're the
Uh,
ones that's controlling the narrative of what's happening on these sets by what they talk about and the people that they have in their circle, because every producer has a circle of people that they lean and depend on. Because what happens is me and B can have a correspondence of conversation, but the producers that we fool with cannot fool with each other. And it puts us in position because now me and B have to make a position, not to make a choice. And I think it's unfair because if we say to the producer, well, if I say to a producer that I fool close with, I don't want you fooling with them anymore because B is over there. he's not gonna stop making he or she is not gonna stop making their money based on my feeling on it when I'm just a talent. But they can be the one hiring the talent and go, well, I don't fool with Corey. So Brandon, I don't want you over there fooling with it. And they might not say it directly, but their actions will show it because they'll pull back from you and feel like the loyalty thing. Now, there are some things that you can do to cross a line that'll make me do this. Everybody knows that I'm so close to DeMarcus, right? And if you have issues with him, I work to make those things try to get there, right? Are there things that people can do to him that won't necessarily make me go, I don't, I can't, I hate you, Toya, but what you did was so extreme. I'm gonna need you to work that out with him in some way because I do still have this relationship with him. And then what I tell people too is, since everybody calls me to vent, you can vent to me, but you're not gonna call people out their name, right? So you're not gonna be able to say Mia can't call me and go, Brandon, a bitch ass nigga and stuff like this, because at the end of the day, when you're able to say that and I don't say anything about it, when me and Brandon having that conversation, you know, if you got away with saying it, you know for sure if Brandon calling you a hoe ass bitch, then you're saying that. So that's why I thrive myself not trying to be a hoe ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people put a lot of information in me, and I have to represent what it is within the integrity of that to stand up for what that is. Does it make me perfect? No, but it makes me accountable. Because what can't happen is if Brandon talked to me over here about something, it can't come back that I was dogging Brandon in another conversation because that's some whole ass shit when he confided in me. There's a responsibility, there's a delegation, and there's an obligation to the community of that. And the producers have to move their egos aside, separate from one another, but don't hurt the talent. Talent has to stop. Talent has to now put themselves in position that if you speak on something, make sure you have that conversation openly too, because your private chats are going to become public conversations, and then you're going to be put in a spot.
Okay. And that's what makes the industry not as enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. Got to have conversation. I agree. Like wholeheartedly.
I'm sorry, Jason. My brother said I never apologize to him. I'm sorry.
So you just treat your real family.
Okay. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I've had a lot of growth in my life, and anybody that's been in my past life know that there has been a lot I've had to change, work on, fix, pick up, learn, research, renew, reinnovate, reprocess, rethink, regroup, regroove. I've had to do all of that, from relationships intimately to relationships that weren't intimate. You know what I'm saying? Because there were things that I was hurt with, and therapy helped me get through to understand it. I used to be, if I wasn't doing nothing wrong in my mind, whatever it was, you had to fix that. I no longer had to do that. I no longer do that because the articulation of understanding doesn't come with the responsibility of me just saying it to you. I have to give you an understanding on it if I want to continue the relationship. I have to articulate the understanding that I want you to do. I can't just tell Toya. I can't just tell me. I can't tell B. This is what it is. No. I'm gonna tell B why it is what it is.
Right.
And either we can agree to disagree on it, or we can find a way to come to some common ground with it.
Good answer.
Okay. Toya, you got a question?
Okay. So, one of the reasons, first of all, for those of y'all who may not know, Corey is the number one reason why I'm in the industry. Okay. And my boy introduced me to this industry, several years ago when I came down here, and I am forever grateful. Now, with that being said, when it comes to the industry, Corey, I've seen you play, several characters and roles and stuff, but I'm super excited about But I'm Married because of the type of character that it was. I saw you in a different light. I think a lot of people sleep on your talent in the sense of you have so much to give, to show. What character have you not played that you are interested in playing?
I would love to play a detective, which I found out if Keysman go to the series that I would be doing that. Another thing is I want to do something inspiring from this standpoint, either a homeless man or I want to be a struggling comic. You know what I'm saying? Because in both of those situations, you can take a personality trait of whatever that struggle is, from being homeless or being a struggler comedian, and take it and give a revelation to people that whatever that pain is, you can either turn it and overcome it and do it with laughter, or you could take it and become a success story and provide other opportunities for people who don't have those resources. So those two things would really inspire me to do, because it would take me and challenge me from another place to dig down internally to find something that is in there to give to people that they have hope on.
That's what's up. That is what's up. Okay. All right. So for y'all producers that's watching, hey, put the pen to the pad. Make it happen.
That's how I got Creep. I spoke Creep into existence.
Okay.
I was finna quit. I was about to quit.
Quit the
DeMarcus says
industry?
DeMarcus said, man, you ain't locked in. We had just did Mojo Savage. And shout out to Kagan for having me in all his films. But I was just in a place where I wasn't happy anymore with it. And I was struggling to get there again. And DeMarcus said that night. And I remember doing a live and talking about, well, if I just don't feel it anymore. But if I want to be challenged, I want to do something like a stalker, somewhere to make me pull something somewhere else. DeMarcus called me like 2 days later. It's like, you sure you want to do something like that? I was like, yeah. He said, give me a sec. Week later, he sent me this here. He said, man, it's this movie we're going to call Creep. We're going to do. And I was like, okay. And I read it. And then we went through all these changes with him. I was like, yo, let me lock in on it. You know what I'm saying? And he just went from there. And that gave me a new energy after I saw that to say, boom. And now I got 4 different roles I'm doing from going back to comedy. I did Uncle Charles, played a therapist, finna play a lawyer. And then I get to do the movie Fifth Member. And I was, you know what I'm saying? Fifth Member, where I play, and everybody knows I want a singer. I want to be a singer. So that's going to really elevate me to another level. So these opportunities now are giving me a chance to stretch out, where now I'm back motivated and I feel that thing inside of me ticking.
That's what's up. Now, real quick, when it comes to the character that you're playing this weekend that everybody's going to be able to see, since that was a different role for you, were there something, what was your process of getting into that mode and into that character and kind of toning the funny down or the seriousness down of, some of the other roles I've seen you play? What did you do that was different when it, to tap into being a therapist?
Well, one thing is, like you said, I think I'm one because people call me so much about what's going on and I have all these conversations. So the only thing I needed to translate is the intention, the accent, and the coverage of what a therapist is. You know what I'm saying? The body language and how they sit, what they would be like, what they would dress like, how they would dress, where they would lean their head, how they would engage their art, the art of what they're doing to their clients. So I have looked at a few videos with that, and I had a chance to rehearse with a lot of my scene partners. So it gave me the ability to kind of stand in there and start to feel it, where my chest would be, where my arms would be, where my head would tilt, how it would look, what I would say directly, and not to try to talk sort of in this anonymous thing where it's here, but it's more of the octave of, okay, well, great. Well, if you think about that, then you can do it. But understand that things are the way, so tapping into that and being able to do it was a pretty thing to do. And I so loved it. I so enjoyed it. And I can't wait to see this.
Perfect. All right. Thank you for that, Mia.
So for you to have to tap in, you have to do your research and things of that nature. And sometimes you actually have to go into that dark place or that scary place, that vulnerable place. With that being said, do you think that there's a character that you's like, no, I can't touch that. I don't want to play that. Not one that you've played before, but is there something that you're like, I don't want to do that, be that, or go there?
Yeah, so I've been asked this several times. So I would say this. I wouldn't play a gay character for the heck of it. But if it actually talked about the struggle of what that person is dealing with, either coming out, opening up to people, those things, I would greatly do the art of giving that, because a lot of times they talk about men that look like me coming out to that, and that's what their struggle. Because I always say this, they talk about when people speak into the gay community that if somebody disagrees, it's an issue. But if a man is talking to a woman, the quick first thing she say, if she want to break him with your hands, you know what I'm saying, and shoot it, and nobody defends that man. Because if we find out later that man was struggling with something like that, nobody goes to the aid of him. So that's not, because I've been approached with a couple roles like that. But if it was for it to really do to open up eyes of awareness of things from things here that people deal with, then I would be open to do something like that.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So you are a happily married man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, and you are an actor as well that has to deal with different characters that are married, have a girlfriend, maybe
Right.
a sex scene, some kissing or whatever. How do you deal with that in the how do you and your wife deal with that? Right? Is that something that y'all had to have a conversation with? I mean, about or every time you do a movie, is she tripping and you gotta tell her to pipe down a little bit?
Yeah.
How do you handle that being an actor and being
So
married as well?
I'm glad you asked that. So even before getting into this role with, but I'm married, it was a conversation that I had with my wife, and my wife, man, she broke down and articulated something that was so. Oh, do y'all see me freezing up?
You are froze.
Yeah, you're froze, but we can hear you.
Oh, that's her right there, right?
Yeah, she unplugged it.
All right, there we go. I'm back now, right? Right, like some here, right? Where they going there? Um, because I mean, locally, this comes from a local conversation because when people watch the movie, they won't know this stuff. But for people to know, that Toya and I were in a real life relationship, so approaching this, that was a conversation that had to be had, right? And the response to my wife was, "This was so awesome," because it made me go, "Wow." You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to dap her up so much from this. And I'll first say this: if my wife totally had a problem with all the sex scenes, I would totally cut them. I'm in a space now where I would give her that, right? So, but she said to me, and this is not about just you doing a film with your ex. I'd have a problem with any woman. I'm in a damned if I do, damned if I don't situation, which is so true, right? If she says some people will go, well, you knew what he was doing, and if she don't say something, oh man, it's crazy because I wouldn't let my husband do that. But what she said is, I support you, I trust you, I love you, and I support you, and you're great at what you do. And I said, man, I'm finna go out here and kill this goddamn role in honor of the support I have. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a tough thing. Being in a relationship with a guy like me who's so open, who's so engaged, who's so friendly at times, can be tough on a woman. And I didn't understand that with women of the past because I just thought it was an insecure thing. But I wasn't helping that insecurity because I was so free spirit. Man,
Okay.
and I was more conscious about everything. I'm more conscious about it in that sense because it's always a conversation with her. I need to check her feelings first. I need to see how she feels about that because in how I approach the situation is going to be in regards to all consideration being with my wife first.
And
Okay.
let me just chime in on that real quick since um but I also feel like what makes that thing, even like, Shekinah said, it's not about me being the ex, it's about any woman, but she
Yeah,
supports you, she trusts you, right? But
yeah,
it also helps because we have a friendship. I respect y'all's union. I'm y'all's number,
yeah.
you are my friend. I even thanked your wife for allowing me to be your friend because I
Right,
know how that thing can be tricky in the same industry and being the ex, right?
right,
But I just happen to be one of those women that's very respectful to the union. I think that's what makes it easier to understand it. And whereas the masses may have whatever to say about it, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my girl Chicago
right.
because hey,
Yeah, man.
dope
I
and
got I got a freaking awesome one, y'all.
yeah, you do.
And her relationship with God for her to understand stuff through the things she's been through make her awesome because she processes. She don't just react. You know what I'm saying? She processes, and that helps a lot of things. And now I'm conscious of that. That's why when y'all see me in any room with her, I'm letting her know, baby, you number one in this room. Like shit, yeah, everybody else a motherfucker ugly. No, I'm saying. But no, man,
I mean,
it
you
really,
didn't go blind, so I mean,
yeah, no. But that's how I handle that. It's conversation, and we talk a lot, man. We
That's what's up.
every day we have at least a 30 to 45 minute conversation about anything.
So
Yeah.
it is, and I don't know if this is everybody else or is it just personal or whatever. But is there like when you do these sex scenes or kissing scenes, is there a fake kissing or is it like I kiss how I kiss? You know what I'm
And
saying? You
we telling a
giving
story, bro. We ain't they ain't finna hit us with the man too. We look at this, them niggas right now stuck their finger between them. It's art. It's telling a story, man.
yeah.
And the thing that it does is, only reason we get backlash here is because people have access to us. Man, Denzel is one of our top, our Mount Rushmores, but he didn't have sex with a bunch of women on camera before, and him and Sanaa Lathan tore it up in that one movie together on the wall when he was had up pent up against the wall. So let's not act like people not doing it.
But
Taraji P. Henson is acrimony, cookie, and all that, but before that, she was baby boy bent over on the bed.
But you know how like everybody got their little certain thing that they do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you know, you suck the bottom lip or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you only do wifey like that, not if the
Yeah.
actor only does their main lady like that, but then they do this on camera to this other woman, like is that a problem or is it every kissing is kissing? Like you just this is how you kiss type shit, or is there
I think it
acting
depends on the person
kissing?
you with, man, because like I said, there's no choreography for kissing when you're doing a scene.
I
You're just
agree.
trying to make sure the story sells itself in the way it's supposed to be. Now, if that's a thing that y'all do, I would advise anybody to stay with it because some things you have to keep sacred. So if I bite my wife on the bottom of my chin, on the bottom of her chin, right before I lick up her feet, I'm not gonna do that in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Because that's and she's gonna catch it, right? And she's gonna be like, "Wow, really?" Like, so I wouldn't disrespect our thing like
Yeah.
that if we had our thing. So yeah, I would stay away from that.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Appreciate
Okay, so I may ruffle a little feathers with this one, but hey, I
you. Oh
mean, I'm
shit.
just saying. I mean it with all respect, but this is what I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
I know that this weekend in particular, we have the premiere coming up. Okay.
Mhm.
And I know that there are several projects going on. There are several people filming other projects as well. One of the main things that a lot of people, even myself, or I've heard others complain about, is everybody doing stuff on top of each other, right? And it seems like at times people aren't being considerate of other people's projects, but I get it. If I was a filmmaker, I'm not my focus would be on the schedule of the people involved in my project, not Corey's project and Be Naked and Mia when they film, and to make sure that I get that in a sense,
Right.
right? But when we are all on social media and this family is so small, do you think that is, I know you working on several projects, do you have a solution, or is it just something that's just can't be fixed? When it comes to you just said that you're in 4 different projects, right? How does the producers, writer, director, whatever, how do we get to
Mm.
that place of kind of just being a courtesy of spreading things out when you know something is going on? Or do you feel like it's just something that's just going to continue to be the way it is?
I think it's a blessing and a cursing. We've been asked to be blessed with more consistency, and we got it. So now
Yes.
the cursing is that you're gonna miss. I just did a whole movie in New York that premiered here. I missed it. I was on Ruthless Atonement uh set. So they can accommodate all they want, but when you got people like Brandon, me, Santasha, and just several people, AD, who did we've done 4 straight movies together going into Creep 2. That's hard to juggle all those schedules and try to accommodate everybody. You know what I'm saying? And to ask producers to do that, I think is insane because right now we're in a position where movies are going after movie after movie after movie, which is making us consistent. So it's going to
Mm.
mess up some things. So what has to happen is we've got to take the salt with, what I'm saying, with the sugar and know that it's nasty in this point, but it's a good thing that's coming because everybody's getting consistent work and we're going to be full circle after a while. So we have to get it even in Hollywood and Union. I'm pretty sure they run into that problem a lot. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that they get to do is because they go to have so many different premieres. It bothers us because we only have one. Our budget constraints go down to just having one premiere here. But if we had maybe going from city to city, we having names that may fix the problem too. Because now people do it. You know what I'm saying? Because now they're getting ready to premiere in New York, and the way my schedule's trying to line out, I may get a chance to now go there in New York and watch the movie there. You know what I'm saying? Then come back and be right back on the set of Creep 2. So
Okay.
I think we just gotta suck it up and take that. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't fix that.
Okay.
Do you look like you got something to say?
Yeah. I just wanted to add to what he was saying. Just real quick. Producers are gonna produce, writers are gonna write. We can't stop that. You know what I'm saying? People are not on Facebook to see what other people got going on to see when they can do their production. People are gonna do their production when they want to do when they want to do it. It is up to the actors to start picking and choosing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not size, but projects. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this beneficial? Like, is this gonna project my career? Is this gonna look good for my reel? Is this gonna instead, you know, a lot of people be out there just hopping on movies just to hop on them instead of, you know, I think it's coming to a time where people just got to pick and choose. Like, just be mindful of what movie and what project you're doing instead of just,
Well,
just
And,
doing
and
anything.
don't get me wrong, I love the fact that, you know, everybody's busy and moving and stuff like that. I'm just saying that I've definitely have heard that complaint more times than none
Yeah.
about, you know what I'm saying? That things are on top of each other, and it's like, who do you go support, or what do you go do, or how do you know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like,
I
Because
mean, Toya,
even
we
in
had
that. Go ahead. I'm
me
sorry.
and
Go ahead.
Toya split. I'm sorry, but me and Toya had to split. You know, like Toya went and then I went to go support B. I wish we all could have been there together, but we couldn't. So, and at the same time, ain't nobody asking Tyler Perry and Spike Lee to be like, "Hey, I need you to do this," or you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
you gotta, even though we're, Lord knows, not that. Hopefully, one day we are on that scale. We're not on that scale right now. We still have to have that same mind frame.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, this podcast is the biggest podcast in the world. And the world just ain't seen it yet. They're gonna love it once they see it. I'm just waiting
but
for them to
but
watch.
but this is one thing I just want to say, and I hear exactly what y'all saying. But when I think about it, whenever you say, you know, the level that we're on, if we're going to go back to the level that we're on, and as an independent level, and it's only one premieres here and there, you know, like, and everybody's filming, right? But then you can't go and compare us to the Tyler Perry's and Spike Lee's, because theirs is way more, you know, way more busier than the level that we are on.
Well, I'm not saying that.
But whenever there's mess in the industry, people got time to be on the book then. But then whenever you see something being posted and you want to support it, it's like, well, we over here busy. And I'm not talking about more or less like people should stop working with people, and y'all know what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's been a time where things are on top of each other, and it's like, do I pay to go see I ain't got the money to go all 5 of these things. Now, luckily, But I'm Married is the only premiere going on this weekend, right? But I'm saying in general, we've had a time, and I was just asking you, Corey, with you being so busy and on several projects, who do you encourage your fan base to come to if you got, you know, multiple things going on?
Yeah.
It's like,
Because I had people going
like you
around.
said, it's a pro and a con. It's a curse and
Yeah, I think producers, just like Kagan said, producers may have to have that conversation about the quarters and the seasons they're in. I think that could be fixed. This nigga said I'm not supporting his hairline. But overall, I'm saying it from a talent standpoint, it's gonna be hard on us because I could, just like I did, I couldn't go to Benet and be like, yo, man, hey, push the 29th around. You know what I'm saying? Because it was another day that, you know, I went to celebrate with my mother-in-law, that they kind of, you know, allowed my schedule to be open then. You know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be something. We're just busy right now. We're working. We got to stay working. And from the top side, the producers have to figure it out how to make that best work in these situations, because if you're selling tickets on that, but having them tight together is the problem. I think but it's so many projects coming out that it's so tough.
Yeah. As far as filming, they don't. I don't feel like they can't communicate with that shit, because people gonna film whenever they film. But as far as premieres, I feel like they can, you know what I'm saying, organize
it's
that
more or
shit.
less. Yeah, it's more or less the premieres, because filming, like I said, you're only going to be focused on your project with your people's schedule. Okay, so if that, you know, but I'm saying when it comes to premieres, now this doesn't apply to, disclaimer, this don't apply to But I'm Married, because we're the only premiere that I know of.
Everybody got to come.
July
You know what I'm
20th.
saying? But I'm just saying that
when, I was asking B because I know B supposed to be working that day. He supposed to be on set that day.
Hey,
Yeah.
July 20th.
I just think the only thing that comes out when you look aside a producer, if you film a movie in November and it's not set to come out next November, and you have the premiere in May, You know what I'm saying? On top of 4 of the premieres, I think it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think every one of them should fall closer to their due dates because it builds up a push for your movie.
No,
You know what I'm
it
saying?
really does
Yeah.
because
I think if you do it side that, you may be trying to be funny.
well, no,
Like,
because the anticipation, because you know how like at some point it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And one thing that Cortez did, he could have dropped that trade a little bit or sooner than he did, but if he would have dropped it way earlier, then by now I feel like people would have been like, okay, but I'm married, you know what I'm saying? And people again can do what they want to do, but it does make you question certain things when things are done, and that's what causes things, and I don't like that part. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
I just don't think we'll all ever be on the same level. Like
Yeah, I
nothing.
think.
It's never gonna do it. And nobody, all of the people here are never gonna come together because egos and relationships. Because see, understand, we all started developing friendships that has built expectations with one another. So now when B Naked get a movie deal, oh, he gonna cast me because man, we were chilling on
I already know it. I'm in the background, right?
Yeah.
and
See,
that's crazy because that shouldn't
that's
build
your
that level of
that's your
expectation
fucking
like that.
problem.
No
And that's
facts. And if he doesn't, then you feel away, and it's like,
I feel away. So that's why I feel like we'll never become one because the relationships and the expectations and the egos will never align themselves here.
yeah.
It
We
won't.
gotta start being 100.
Yeah.
We gotta pick a day, August 1st. Everybody in the fucking industry gotta be 100. It don't matter if it's a movie review or if a nigga asks you, hey, if I like this, you like this outfit. August 1st, we can find another date. But August 1st, us as an industry, this pocket is what I'm talking about. We need to start being 100.
I'm gonna tell you the problem you're gonna run into because the first time that somebody say this, somebody feel like they on their level, who this nigga talking to? Like,
Or if they say something negative, they
But
hate.
then,
right?
but you would have to ask yourself, like, could I take this movie or could I take this outfit and give it to Tyler Perry or give it to a celebrity and would they rock it? Would they watch it? You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck me. I'm talking about these other people. You know, somebody bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, we need to pick a date and we gonna start being honest because there's too many fucking fire emojis up under these.
And everything ain't fire.
Man, come on, let's go, man. Cause we
And
gonna pick
also,
a date.
even though, like, this is a great topic too, but all of us got 9 to 5s too. We only get 3 days: Friday afternoon, Saturday, and Sunday. It ain't like big movies. They doing premieres
We
on
already tried that,
Tuesdays and
B-Nick.
Wednesdays, and they don't have a 9 to 5. These actors, this is their. I got to go to work on Monday. You know what I'm saying? So
all right. Okay, got you. So with that being said, because I know the hour is growing later, not to cut you off, Mia.
This
But
could go another hour.
What'd you say?
I was saying this really could go another hour.
No, it really could. I just
on the
realized that.
industry
And it's
alone,
about our
man.
married week and with
I'm
our man
just
Corey.
not seeing the comments.
Okay,
Man.
so if y'all have one more, one more quick question for Corey, make that one more round before we close out.
I just asked mine. Mia, you want?
I know she did.
I did mean to cut. Benay. I did mean to cut Mia off. Mia's very long-winded, and
I just started.
Our guest has been on for over 2 hours, and we appreciate his ADD, DDD.
You know it's kicking in. My ADD is kicking in. And the table reads, I be struggling.
Anybody got a question? I'll throw a question out there.
Yeah, go ahead, B.
Okay. For an actor, you know what I'm saying, who's either beginning or who's been doing it for a few years, what is a class or what is something that they can do to progress their craft and progress their career? You know what I'm saying? Financially, if they, can't afford these expensive ass classes, what is something that they can do to get better at this acting
Well,
shit?
you got the Calvin Walkers running around. You got Katie Conservatory, T-Bow. I actually run an intro to acting every Tuesday nights and on Thursday on virtual YouTube. There's so many ways that you could get this. There's not an excuse, and everything is not costing an arm and leg anymore. I know, man,
Right.
when I first came in, DeMarcus was paying hundreds of dollars to get me in some of these places. But there's several things around, man, and it's very necessary because I know y'all get it just as well as I do. People out in your inbox want to do it, but nobody wants to put the work in to understand
Right. Yeah.
that, man, our job is a hurry up, hold up process. We hurry up and wait. We get to a set there for 3 hours, film for 20 minutes, wait another hour and a half, right? And it's all this process. They see the progress, but they don't understand the process. They see the posters, but they don't understand the process, the how we get through this process. And so for those things, man, go reach out, ask questions, put yourselves in those positions, invest in yourself, like Snoop and them used to say a long time ago. Invest in yourself, invest in your craft, do what you need to do to build it. Because we're in a state right now where the eyes are on the DFW. And the fact that they're on the DFW is going to be performance based now. So the standard of a performing is very much crucial and necessary right now. And people have to do it. Stop playing around with it. Get yourself involved. Attach yourself to some resourceful people and get your ass in there and learn some things.
Okay. All right. That's okay. And the final thing I would ask you, Corey, what is something that you want people to know about you that we may not already know?
That one thing that I would want people to know is I am
Got
I'm
6
tired.
toenails.
I'm tired, man. My brain, body, and mind have been through a lot. But I'm never giving up. God has showed me some things around me, through me, and with the people that I got to continue to fight what he's given me. And I realize that there's this calling now that I've ran for him for so long that I'm finally starting to look into. And what I want people to know is that when you get me, you're going to get a very version of reality. I can't do anything but be the version. And like I said earlier, I can't be a whole ass nigga because so many people pour into me about what it is that they're doing. And so in return, I have to give people my genuine thing. And when I do mess up, I have to be accountable. So just understand that I am going to be me. And then understand that if I'm your friend, the moment you do this, that I tell you that I don't agree with something and you sort of bite my head off, then at that point I no longer listen to your problems like that. Because you're telling me you don't want me authentically. You want me to be there to yes you along.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
Okay. Great. Well, we just want to give a round of applause for our guests up in the building. Thank you so much. I know that ADDD is kicking in, like I said. You hung out with us. I hope you enjoyed it. And real quick, we're just going to give our final thoughts. Just overall, just whatever you want to share, Corey. Just something. So Mia, we'll go ahead and start with you.
My final thought is, I kind of want to know what that pastor did. Like, they keeping a close lip on it, but I want to know what he did, who he did, and how he did it. Because Frisco right down the street, something. I want to know.
All right. Okay.
My final thought is the shooting was staged. Okay, whether it was a bullet, a real bullet, if it was a pellet, you know what I'm saying? If he cut his ear with a razor blade or something, a pouch, something. You know what I'm saying? I've been behind the camera now. I've been acting and doing all this stuff. I've been seeing. Shout out to Ruthless. You know what I'm saying? Benet and them. I've been seeing some shit. So I know it's easy to just go ahead and bleed real quick from the ear. So I think it was staged. Y'all keep your eyes open for these new videos and watch how the story unfolds. You know what I'm saying? But don't be fooled, guys. Okay.
Okay, and I just want to hit on, but I'm married. As y'all know, because we've been talking your ear off about it. It's your girl's first lead role. I'm super excited. And I just want y'all to understand that when you come and watch this dope film, don't be comparing me to the masses, okay? I just said it's my first lead role. Because people are so quick to do that. They want to compare you and be like, you know what I'm
Did
saying?
you snort?
I did not. That's B over there snorting. But overall, it is a dope movie, a dope project, and I'm excited about it. I feel good about it, and I'm definitely open to constructive criticism. Anything that you can share with your girl to make me grow, okay? I'm not opposed to that, but save it on Sunday, okay? Because Saturday, let me enjoy my moment. Let me have a good time and celebrate. And then if you want to pour into me and all of that good stuff, I'm open to it because I want to get better. I just, I'm gonna leave it right there because I'm so nervous and ain't shit I can
turn
do
up
about it.
Saturday.
It's about to be out there, okay?
Real quick, the boy, oh man, how I scroll up.
What'd you say?
I would say the podcast said check
Renee.
out B tomorrow at 9 a.m. interviewing Amari Cooper.
You
I'm
did.
super excited.
Yes.
Super excited to see B. Like now, B, don't forget where home is. We let y'all borrow him, but he lives here.
Yeah,
Side
man.
note, he may have spent the night, but he lived here. You may have had him once, but we got him all the time.
Yeah, we will share. Sometimes he stay overnight at y'all house and he comes.
Yeah,
home
we for the weekend.
Yes. But what you
he
do is
comes
be
back home.
You make sure you represent us well and all
Most
of that
definitely.
good stuff. And we want to give, we want to shout out Direct Discussions Podcast just for even chiming in with us tonight and supporting us as well over here on our platform. So thank you for that. We do salute you and appreciate that. Don't apologize. You got to lead. Listen, I'm trying to embrace it today.
Hey, but
Why you
funny,
gotta call
man.
me? Why you gotta
I'm
call
trying
me?
to embrace it. Yeah. He told me I want to lead. Shit.
Okay.
So B, are you able to make it, or you don't know yet? I don't think you know yet.
Do you know if I'm making it Saturday?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I told you, Benet, Mia is long-winded.
Benet, they don't even know because I don't get a chance to talk.
Benet, watch the playback. And with that being said, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. I'm your girl, Latoya B.
And I'm your boy, B Naked.
Mia F. Baby.
I'm just
saying. Thank you guys so much. Tune in next week, same time, 8:00 p.m.